Let me switch to my other profile. Did you say the right one? Cause y'all know y'all like to tag me on the wrong page.
I didn't even tag you this year.
I can't tag the way I do it.
You in jail again?
Nah, with the setup that I use, I can't tag.
Yo, at the bar, we are back. We're gonna have to tell you about this wild birthday week, the brunch that cost everybody a whole bunch of money.
No bullshit.
Not me, I love what y'all talking about.
Bruh.
No, but I'm here to make my story. Keep that like a 40 women. Oh, no, I had that clipboard. She get looking on my whole face. But if they stop getting out of line, I better go. No, I'm always tripping out and scattered with the right. So you always know I'm pimping. Wow. They know I'm living word of my brother. No, I got a vision. The stuff got yes, you know. Missing government when I a proper politician. Baby, carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie trying to beat the case when he had a pot of piss. I'm trying to cop a bird, but he got up with a lot of pitches. And I can never chase when ain't no love when you got them riches. Oh no, I've been asking where you bitch at. She on the phone, trying to figure out where we can leave. You and your own, just know why, where did you chat? I'm on the road, cause just that plan and this that good bag. I'm on the road. She on the phone, trying to figure what you need. You just know why with that chit
Yeah. It's just about the time with them. And that shit was crazy. No, didn't see what happened.
yeah.
Hey, Tona, you made this?
Asking where you bitch at. You on the phone, trying to figure what you need. You just know why with that chit chat. Cause just that plan and this that good bag. I've been asking where you bitch at. She on the phone, trying to figure what you need. You just know why with that chit chat. Cause just that plan and this that good bag. It's a different day, no same story, nigga. I've been winning, read like I'm Robert Horry, nigga. They know me, but I'm here to make my story. Oh no, I had that clipboard. She ain't getting on my boat, but I'm gone. But if they stop getting out of line, I bet I'm gone. Get a pack of baby.
Name sound familiar. Bruh, it's been crazy lately. I heard the name. Oh yeah, that's right, the girl over there at the Olympics. Yeah, I know it sounds familiar. We ain't had Paul on in a while. This is why I'm about to change, do what I'm about to do, man. Ah, shit.
Just know why with that shit.
Like I said, the name sounded familiar, but
There's plenty of times. Somebody interrupted you
because I be getting sidetracked fucking with y'all. Y'all be throwing other stuff. That's why I gotta start writing notes again, messing with y'all. Because I used to be able to do it off the top of the head, and y'all start throwing different shit out there. Next thing I know, I done got sidetracked. You damn right.
It ain't never your fault, dude.
Nope, y'all made me do it.
and Shaggy.
What do you mean?
It wasn't.
Yeah, we got 2 months. Video be a year over 2 months.
For real?
That's when CPIII made it active. I made number 2.
That's right, baby. Coming through a theater near you, baby.
What did you say? You criminal?
Criminal turned actor, damn it.
You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money is what I'm talking about. Money, 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 make you shut your mouth. You'll never ever talk about it if you never had the drop. You don't know what to say. Stay about my way. It's money, 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 make you shut your mouth. Keep playing with the goodies, boy, go ahead and make the call. Stay in bounds on your pivot, boy, if you gon' ball. A lot of niggas be fair, and you don't really got fair. We done got it every morning, what you talking about? Screaming, oh my God, money got me crying. They living in lie, look into my eyes, they must be surprised. I'm flying, each multiply, even on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' let it fly. Money, 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 I'm talking about. Hey, my life, take me a different route.
Hey,
You
so small. You're so small.
Money, 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 money is what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money is what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I won't be the one who's always been talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money is what I'm talking about. You never cross these borders. I'm whipping it up, quarter ring seat. I swear that I'm cooking these orders. You talk about me, you better just hope that you can just really afford it. I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm feeling like Robert Horry. Nigga, I'm sorry. I got in the morning. They talk about me, then I gotta ignore it. My bitches be foreign. So independent, my money be corporate. These rappers foreign. You hate me, and I'm always gonna adore it. I'm smoking that sorry. You always go ahead and let me know it. Me, I ain't flawless.
That's the beat.
Yeah, Shannon.
Get it, man. You can never ever get rid of that. So what you say? So what do you do? If you play the game, you play by the rules. Money, 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 money is what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you've been talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money is what I'm talking about.
You should do a remix for Watches, Watches, Watches is what I'm talking about.
Oh my.
That was classified last weekend for us.
Ooh,
So-
y'all terrible.
Y'all, what you mean, y'all?
So last weekend was a good weekend. We celebrated, and I thank y'all. It's nothing like celebrating your birthday with your team. And we with your team, we all went out to brunch. Renegade was supposed to perform, but we wound up not going down to Roanoke. He worked like 3 doubles that week, and he was like, "Yo, he worked still." Respect that. But we all went to brunch, and we went to the bar. We partied. We got some watches, and
They did.
What you mean, they?
So one thing you cannot act
Hold
like
up.
you're innocent because
Who
it's
left
your
out there?
fault.
It's your fault. I'm blaming you.
Actually, it's your fault.
Well, yeah, it is your
It's
fault
That was my fault.
because you're the one who said they had to buy one get one free, and we
Yeah,
was like,
Say-
okay,
Wait a minute. Say that part again.
buy one get
Okay,
one
so
free.
hold
So
on.
how many
Because
watches you
y'all-
got?
But
y'all-
no, ho.
Y'all
We-
all over the place. I
Uh.
purchased an item
Yeah.
on Amazon.
Yeah,
That's how it all started.
I was not satisfied.
yeah.
Okay.
That is
If
correct.
you buy a brand name watch or something of that nature on Amazon, just know that you might not get what you want.
Yeah.
So I admired 151's watch. I said, that's a very nice watch.
Yeah.
He proceeds to tell me that across the street from where we were,
Mhm.
there was a buy one, get one free sale.
Who could turn that down?
And I said, I will send this watch back to Amazon and I'm going to go and get a buy one, get one free sale.
And then I was thinking similarly because I had, a nice watch collection. I didn't
And
have
shout
any
out
more.
to Thomas because
Yeah.
Thomas.
Oh yeah, Thomas, you looked out, bruh.
Yeah.
Good look, bruh.
And
Good look.
we,
We
ended
gonna be
up
back.
How many watches?
Amongst all of us, we left with about 8 watches.
Yeah, and she had like 3
No.
bags.
And the other stuff?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
we had
everything.
like 6 watches and 6 bracelets.
No. Stop. It was 8 watches, bro.
They had a buy 2 get 4 free.
It was 8 watches,
Yeah.
6 bracelets,
I'm just saying.
2 flasks.
Now see, that was on her. I ain't getting no flash. We know who the bartender
There
is.
was the cases. It was a really
And there
big
was something
deal.
else you got.
Huh?
Yeah, you did.
I can't remember. I got
Oh yeah, she got a case for the watches that she purchased. So yeah, we leaving out of there like we just, you know.
I mean, you basically
I
set the
did.
whole day.
They
We was
looked
in there
like
for a
they
good
robbed the store.
I always get that anyway.
Shout out
so.
to Invicta,
Yes,
in
indeed.
Pentagon City,
Yeah, y'all got some good things out
and
there.
their Father's Day sale.
Yeah, the Father's Day sale. So
Yeah.
you know, it's buy 2,
Buy 2 get 4
free.
free. Buy
So
4.
Father's Day
Oh,
is
you gotta talk about the buy 4 get
No.
8 free.
They had that.
What?
Yeah, they
see.
flipped that at the last minute when after we started buying it. They was like, well, you know, we got to buy 4 get 8 free. I was like, let me calculate this out real quick. Luckily, my commission check was covered in, so I was
I
covered.
mean, really, you know, Lady Antoinette was plotting on you
I did not.
because you bought one of her watches.
I know, and
Yeah,
I made the
was
mistake of
coming.
grabbing the wrong bag.
I was coming for him.
I gave you first choice, right?
No. She did that Jedi mind trick. She was like, it's okay, but you could probably get another one.
I was like, it doesn't. That watch does not bring out the color in your eyes.
I gave you first pick, and you put it back. So
No, I didn't put it back. I never saw it.
I thought he showed you that before he showed you the other block.
Show me that watch.
Shout
I
out
would
to,
have gotten it.
so let's shout out to the other guy. I don't know what his name was. He was wailing like hell. Like, he was just lying like real talk, because you don't have to cap to get business. Like,
Yeah, we clearly came in. I came in there to buy something. You don't have to say.
like, because he came to me, he was just like, yo, we got to let your dog. See this? I was just here. Well, we got this other bar. I got 20 years of retail experience. Shut up.
It was
Like, outside of you really want me to be rude and be like, yo, just shut the hell up. Like, don't.
I mean, he was playing a role, man. You know,
Right.
I mean,
but that's what we're saying.
I mean,
Yeah.
if I wanted to watch Muppets, I watched the Muppets from the Disney Plus.
he was entertained.
He was what?
I was entertained. Listen to the
That's,
bullshit.
you were laughing at him.
But I was entertained, damn it. It was entertaining to hear him with all of his stories. Like, yeah, me too. Yeah, like,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I jumped off a building and landed on my feet. Yeah, me too.
I
That's
mean,
a
For real?
little
All
hard.
right.
I mean, yeah. He was probably watching this program.
But nonetheless,
I mean, you know, it's all love, man. You got a nice commission check off.
Right, he did.
So you can take a little
nonetheless,
shit.
we enjoyed ourselves because on top of that, we got to meet those long time, Invicta.
Yo, these dudes, so these old dudes came
Oh,
in his
man.
joint, and he had a shirt that said, they walking around with a case full of watches. Like, I really want.
I mean,
Well,
the big
also,
joint.
What they said, it was there's a collectors club.
Yeah.
And they had a convention. I think the DC and the 757 area came together for a
So
convention.
one of the dudes had a shirt that said Invicta Bob.
Yeah, and then Victorholic. I saw a bunch of the watches and the names. They kept coming and showing me. And then they decided that I was going to be part of their collectors club. So
I guess so. He was like probably one watch.
Yeah, you walked out of there with 3 bags. They was like, she's one of us.
Yeah. I put one watch. They was like,
Like they saw it in your eyes. They was like,
She's one of us.
she's one of us now.
Are you secretly a member?
I did not join their Facebook group that I was invited.
We're gonna start seeing.
And here's the thing. So they did not invite me to their Facebook
Yeah, they ain't
group.
say nothing to me.
They told me
They was like, "Hi, see you later."
They ain't say a word to me.
About the
They gave me
about
they gave me my receipt and they gave me the Chris Brown deuces.
You ain't get no email.
They ain't talk to me like that.
They signed me up for stuff.
Oh yeah, because I gave you all the points. So yeah, you got
Oh,
all.
you got an award?
Yeah, she got all my points. You know what I'm saying? Then she's gonna jack me for my watch, and I gave you all the points. You see how rusty is, man? I'm surprised.
CP3, before we get on the sport, before we got on the air, I asked CP3. You failed me, sir.
I forgot what the question was, man.
Oh my.
Man, you know I got a lot on my brain. Oh yeah.
So
One of the best female boxers out there right now.
now.
I mean, I heard you. I mean, I heard you say it, and I was like, the name sound familiar, man. You know, the last time we talked boxing on the show, we just had part of boxing.
About one of his baby moms.
That name did sound familiar. I told you, I ain't got no baby moms, man.
I said a parent.
Exactly. If I do have one, she kept them away from me.
But she won her first MMA.
That's good.
The other night. And what was spectacular was that she was losing 2 rounds. And then she beat the brakes off that lady. She TKO'd her in the third.
It happens. Things happen.
Yeah, I'm actually supposed to have
before her fight though, they showed like it's one thing to have a whole bunch of belts,
right?
But then they showed like her Olympic medal too. Like, damn, like you just
real
hard.
Just embarrassing everybody.
But it's like because at one point she was trying to fight Layla Ali.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it got real nasty between them. But I was paid to see that. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, Layla's like, girl, bye. she was.
Well, I mean, Layla Ali doesn't have nothing to prove. But
because at the time, Layla was on top of her game. She felt like there was nothing left to prove. And I'm retiring. That's pretty much where she was. And the girl was like, yeah, I want to fight you, and you up and coming, person. Nah.
I mean, but then again, if you're the up and coming, who does not want to challenge the GOAT? Like, that's your goal.
That's where you get your name from. That's where you get
your
glory.
You can also get embarrassed. It can make a break.
It can.
Yeah, but
sometimes the humbling experience,
Yeah, sometimes you got to take that ass with me.
Yeah, you do.
I took mine. It changed me when I got that ass whipped for the first time.
So who was it?
I don't want to talk about it.
You see me later.
It was in 10th grade.
In 10th grade?
10th grade,
You was still real, skinny?
Nah.
Did you have cornrows?
Nah, I ain't had cornrows.
Oh, you wasn't a thug.
That's not now. So I was playing football, so I was this was pre-thug. This was pre-thug. Yeah.
So let me get this straight. The minute you got cornrows, you became a thug.
Nah, it was a slow transition into the thug.
I think he got cornrows to solidify.
They had to put the cherry on top.
How old was you when you bought your first wife beater? Don't answer.
I came out the womb with a wife beater.
We think so. We do.
So what did you think of the Jokey fight? There was no contest.
Did you just say jokey?
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Well, I saw a clip where they literally showed Floyd put that boy to sleep
and was holding him up.
Like
yes, indeed.
He was night.
Well, he gave him respect. Like I said, he's a legitimate.
Who gave him respect?
Paul after the fight.
After
the fight. Yeah.
But then his brother tweeted like 50-1. Like his brother won the fight.
Okay, but here's my thing that people don't understand. These children, just like he was born, the way that he was born, you know what I'm saying? These two, were born trolls. Like, for real. They troll the internet. They were born this way. I told y'all, first time I heard of them, they were Disney kids. That's what they were.
Yeah.
They got fired as kids from Disney. Then they both decided they wanted to be rappers, which was awful. Okay? You've heard of Kentucky Fried Chicken. I want to say, and only because my kids, okay? That's the only reason why I know this.
Disclaimer.
They had Ohio Fried Chicken as one of their songs. They said, oh my, y'all have to Google this. I'm serious. It was awful. The fact that these two, now they're grown men, are trying to come into the world like, oh, we so bad and we gonna fight and we gonna do this. Did you forget that this is a clear case of they forgot their roots? Because you're not as bad as you think you are.
But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
So go sit down.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna really happen to him. See, Floyd is smaller than him, and
beat him up.
And when you really I remember watching Kimbo Slice beat a lot of people's ass. Mm-hmm. When Kimbo Slice stepped in there the first time in the UFC, he got whooped. It was embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. I remember I watched that.
Yeah.
But then you gotta think about it. It's like going to college to the pros. You can be the man in college,
right? But
going to a pro is something different.
You taking it up a level, and here's the thing: he did not have respect for the sport of boxing.
He gonna have respect.
I got the flag on that.
No, he didn't, because for you to come at Floyd Mayweather, who he said, "Oh, I'm coming for the best," you are not respecting boxing as it is. There are levels to this.
But you could say the same thing for what's the
I probably will, but go ahead.
what the hell? The Russian dude that got the title shot with Wilder.
Are you talking about
Yes,
Tyson?
I will say
Tyson
something.
Fury. He came
I
out of
did
nowhere, but
not
because he
feel-
was able to.
Hold on. Hello. Yes, I'm saying the same thing about him.
That's my point.
Okay.
He found the way to make it so relevant, but he's put in the work. He has a respect for the craft of boxing. Because actually, we had Paul the boxing guy before the game came,
But
before the
Tyson
fight.
Fury has more respect for the world of boxing than the Jake and what's the
Yeah,
other
Jake
one?
was the one that was being
I don't know that
disrespectful.
name.
Logan
Logan didn't really jump out. That was his brother that was jumping out there. Logan was pretty much quiet. And that's why I said after the fight, he gave Floyd nothing but respect. He's like, I was expected to get knocked out. The fact that I was able to go the whole fight, I want to say,
Time out. Flag on the play right there. He
What
did
it-
not. He didn't really go the whole fight. He got put to sleep.
I saw him.
it was an exhibition.
It was
so.
a night.
He was leaned up on
No, he's
him.
like a sleepwalker.
I mean, you're going up against the best. That's what's going to happen.
Exactly.
But I'm not saying that Floyd didn't beat people that's been bigger than him before. So
Yeah,
Floyd is
I'm
a
just saying.
tactician. But Logan Paul, I have to give him respect because after talking, like I said, talking to
He got
Paul.
no.
But that
He-
was
he's
after he lost the fight.
He
No,
got
but I'm
so-
saying
he got
before
fumbled.
He got
he was,
so-
but
he
he
got
has
so
respect for the art of boxing because he's actually putting in the work. He's not just going out there just thinking that he can knock anybody out because he has a
But
good
he
right hook.
kinda
He's
is,
in
though.
he's in the gym every day.
He is in
He's
the
putting in
gym.
the work. He's sparring. He's putting in time. So it isn't because of his past trolling or whatever, but he's taking boxing seriously.
What I'm
So-
saying is both him and his brother need to put more respect onto the level of boxing that these people are on.
You're laughing at
His
him and with his
brother-
brother though.
But his brother is worse than him. I can say that, but that does not negate the fact if his brother
No,
was
he
not
wasn't.
in the picture,
He was a
I would
troll.
still say the same thing about
But I'm
him.
saying he showed. I feel like he didn't disrespect Floyd. His brother disrespected him. I feel like Logan
No.
Paul showed him respect.
No,
throughout the whole
I'm not
process.
saying that he
But he did.
disrespected Floyd directly.
Mm.
I'm saying for boxing, the sport of boxing and the different levels that people go through. He's not. He's like, okay, I understand that this is the traditional route, but I'm going to jump over here and I'm going to do my own thing, which is cool. But don't think that you can come for everybody and that.
But
and he
Floyd was
talks
retired. I
trash.
can understand if it was somebody that was
Well, he
actually
got- I
in
mean,
the
he-
whether
game.
he's
Floyd, it was
retired or
an
not,
it was an
that's
He
exhibition.
did
That's what
finesse.
happened.
He did finesse somebody else.
Exactly. Just like when Floyd fought
But we gonna
the
see.
dude.
I mean, you know, the one thing about it is that you could be hot today and gone tomorrow.
Yeah, just like Floyd fought the dude in Japan and knocked him out in the
So-
first round for $10 million.
So
He ain't have to fight that dude, but he's like,
Before,
fuck it.
But I mean, at the same time, these little kids that are
Look
his
up that
fans. But no, he has fans.
yeah, got
He
no
has
Definitely.
no, but I'm saying now they're looking at boxing different. More people may want to go into boxing.
That
I
would be a
hope they
mistake.
don't go that
That
way.
would be a mistake.
I hope, but I'm saying I hope they don't go that route. I hope that they actually put forth the effort and understand and respect the just the sport in general.
Some of them might just need to get their ass beat, like we just said a
That's
little while
fine.
ago. So
That's fine.
they might just need to get their. No, I'm just saying. Sometimes,
Um,
did you see the clip with the dude that was a so-called street fighter? I think
Oh,
you might have sent it
I saw
to
that
me.
joint. I saw that
Oh, you
joint.
might. One of y'all, and he got in the ring, so he came into the gym, called out
He
one
was
of the trainers, like, I think I can beat you, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Let's put the gloves
He got
on,
whooped.
and he got demolished.
Oops.
And
I
he.
thought I was watching Whoop That Trick. He got.
And the
whooped.
worst part, he was talking shit to him while he was beating his ass. Like, you're not gonna come into my gym talking
And
trash
that's
about
what I'm
you.
saying. That needs to happen because a lot of people, the argument that I always hear is that, oh, you a boxer, but you can't fight street fight.
He beat
Let me
the-
tell you something.
he
There
beat
are
the hell out
three
of him.
different types of boxers. I mean, fighters, I should say. There's somebody who strictly by the books, boxing in the ring, right?
Don't do that.
There is strictly street fighter. And then there are people who can be versatile. They can do both.
Hold up. you
So
forgot-
guess what?
He
That
was
one.
beating that.
What?
a dirty motherfucker like
Okay, but
myself.
that's the street fighting. That's the person who.
Nah, that's a whole different type. It ain't even street fight.
Okay, in my book, if you fighting in the streets, there
Anything
are no
goes.
rules in the
Okay,
streets.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
that's
wanted
what
to
I'm saying.
clarify.
There are
I
no
mean,
rules.
he beat that dude. He said, "Oh, you thought you was just gonna come up
Yay.
here." He was like literally. I ain't never felt bad for a bully, but I don't really feel bad with it. I don't really have that much compassion. He beat that dude. He was like, oh, you want to come here talking like you was going to do this? And he was just hitting the bow.
Yeah.
Bow. He said, nah, put your gloves up. I ain't going to knock you out yet.
Like, get up.
But one thing I can say that
He
may
whooped the
be
piss out of that
good to come from this, as far as Mr. Paul. Okay.
He got paid.
No, not just that.
But he ain't getting much. He got
He
something.
wants to continue to box, but it humbled him. Okay, he needed to be humbled.
A lot of folks do.
Right. And so as he goes forward, we may eventually see an amazing boxer out of him.
No, I ain't going that
I said eventually.
far. I ain't
Maybe.
going that far.
I said maybe.
You almost had me.
You had me until
You
you
almost had me.
said
Yeah.
That's that.
But, okay, maybe not amazing, but a much better boxer.
adequate.
Yeah.
I didn't get adequate.
You know, so there may be some good that comes out of this. And it also shows other people who are like him that feel like, oh, you know, Floyd ain't nothing. It shows you now
Oh, no.
that, yeah, Floyd probably still
Any-
can throw them hands at you. Don't
Yeah,
play.
anybody say Floyd ain't
So,
nothing that problems.
I mean, Floyd is a good boxer. I will give him
I
that.
think
He's,
Floyd-
he's little and
I
he
think
got
Floyd's
his
one of the
hands.
best. I'm not a Floyd fan, but boxing wise, he's like one of the best boxers.
I mean, remember before he came up in weight class, he was knocking Bammers out when he was in the
Yeah.
smaller weight class. So
Yeah.
he had to evolve his game. And at first, I
In
didn't
order to
like,
fight them
I didn't
bigger
like the way
people.
he fought and his style until I started understanding the art of boxing. And the art
You
is
just
not
like
to
knocking
get hit.
people out, don't you?
Yeah, that knockout button is a bad motherfucker, man. I love
But
it.
see, and a lot of people who say Floyd isn't a good boxer, they're just
Oh, they
Tyson
just
fans.
they just
But no,
hate it.
they're
Yeah,
Tyson
yeah.
fans. And let's be real, Tyson, one hit, you out. Like,
Mike Tyson was one of the most
Floyd can't do
exciting
that.
boxers that my mother wasted money on.
Yeah,
That-
I got
Just
one
remember,
I got
because
one
I
pay per view.
wasted
Yeah,
money
I bought
on
one
him.
pay per view.
Y'all
That was
pay
it.
per views, and then you be like, "Oh, this is about to be a 12
wait,
round."
it ain't just the pay-per-view.
And I'm
It's
like
the
30
food.
seconds.
It's everything that you have done in preparation for a
Bruh.
fight party. Only
The last
for Mike to
18
be 2
seconds. 18 seconds. I got the
Yeah,
Alex
the-
Stewart fight. 18 seconds, bro. It was over in 18. I knew something was wrong when I seen the man's
You know
wife
the-
crying
you know-
before the fight.
You know,
I was like, damn, she already know what's about to
you know
happen.
the worst part about them Tyson fights was back in the day, though? Like, you couldn't go to the bathroom because you know
You was
right,
gonna
you
miss
out
it.
the room.
no, you have to go to the bathroom before. Like,
Yeah.
you have to plan it accordingly.
That shit
Like,
was
you gotta
Like,
go-
oh, what time he come on? Oh, all right.
18 seconds.
And you
Right.
can't be late. You
Can't be
can't
late,
none of
nothing.
that. Like, nah.
You show up at 12:01 to fight the over.
That's why I bought me a scrambler
Long
after
over.
that.
Or what?
I bought me a scrambler after that. I got all the
I'm not
paper.
going to say anything like that.
I don't belong to Comcast no more. They can kiss my ass.
You know,
Okay, you know what? You know the scramblers were illegal, right?
Yeah. Oh, he knows.
As a whole.
Hey, slavery was legal, but it was
You
still
know
wrong.
what? Listen to me. Slavery was legal. And,
That's what I said. It was legal, but it was still
So-
wrong.
Right, but that's
Nothing
not
was wrong with
We
standards.
got a guest in the building, but before we talk about our guest, because CP3 is crazy.
I'm just
Uh,
bonkers.
Bonkers.
Are we sure? Are you going to open this today? Because I don't know if I can handle this.
open at your
We
own
are
risk.
at the
I've been
bar.
on it. Y'all know how I get when the tequila get
We
involved.
are at the
Y'all
bar, but
told me to open it.
however- Okay, but you know what? You know they say that the bartender is able to hold drinks.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I am a bartender.
All right. But you want to be always telling me to pour my drink. And then we'll talk about
you ain't opened nothing yet. so-
exactly. So
we
it's
good.
still chill.
So,
For now.
but I do got a shot for you.
See,
So
you
let's-
see how he just said we ain't open the bottle, but oh yeah, by the way, we got a shot hook for you. And then when it start going crazy, they gonna
I
blame me.
I told you
See.
to drink that shot 30 minutes ago.
See, peer pressure. See,
But wait, what? He was telling you that it was over there,
Yeah.
and you said nothing, and
I
then
was
he
having
left it
some
alone.
computer
So-
issues. I had to reboot, so you know
Yeah,
I
So
kind
that's
of
the
got
only
those.
reason why you didn't drink.
So let's talk about
Okay.
this. I'm curious to hear CP3's take on it.
On what that area is.
So Black Twitter wants
Mhm.
the petition
Oh yeah,
to
yeah.
cancel Destiny's Child song "Cater to You"
Mm,
because it's a slave song.
that's what they say. He laughing. He
Hold
laughing.
on.
No,
Time
he-
out,
It's
flag
no
with the
women
play.
are
Hold
bothered
on,
by
hold
these
on.
lyrics. So
Uh-huh.
CP3, let's
Hold
go.
on.
Let's go.
Y'all didn't say nothing
Let's
about
go.
slave songs.
That's what they said. That's the time.
Yo, wait, time out.
He
I'm
did.
only reading.
He's
I'm only
He's
reading.
reading the headline. Like, what do you want?
Oh no! When we spoke about it before the show, you didn't mention the word slave.
Well,
So
that means
you
didn't
just
read
said,
the headline. That's not his fault.
You
He
didn't
read the headline. I did.
"Man,
That's
dog."
what I
What
said.
you think? Tell me.
I mean-
she had nice feet. You would have read it.
Depending on if it was manicured, baby, pedicure.
Okay,
man.
next.
Oh,
All right, see, I see you about to get sidetracked, but I mean,
You
You,
Y'all bringing up other. I'm trying to get to the point. Like I said, the slave shit caught me off guard.
So
It
you
just,
don't want to take that shot?
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, it might get more unadulterated with the shot involved. I might as well say it now.
Go ahead.
I kind of see both sides of it because the women nowadays are tired of these fuck boys and the bullshit that they do it. So they like, I ain't gonna cater to these motherfuckers because they ain't
That
worth
ain't
the
what
fuck.
they say.
I'm saying this is where my perspective of
Okay,
where
go
I
ahead.
see it.
Yeah, we forgot how you.
Yeah, you know, let me be.
We forgot to read your mind. We sorry.
That's
Go
what I'm
ahead.
saying. Let me be
Somebody get him
me.
a glass of water.
She needs it.
I only had
He
3
needs some
beers. It ain't
milk.
even started yet. I had milk last night. Leave me alone.
Wait.
You actually drink milk?
No.
I'll tell you that story later on.
What?
But
I want to know where the milk came from.
it was a wild. It was a wild night. It was a wild. I told you I went out after I got off work, dog. I tell you that off air. We can't talk about it on air. Might be some people want. Like I said, man, we talk about it off the air.
Were you laughing? I'm confused.
Sometimes.
What did you do last night?
Sometimes props are involved. Sometimes
To the strip club.
I stopped by the
It was milk.
I didn't bring the milk. Milk was involved in the festivities.
Was she lactating? That's what I'm
No,
asking.
it wasn't.
That is so weird.
So milk was squirted on you? That might change.
Like I said, we'll talk about it off air, man. There might be some people watching that. Yeah.
That sounds safe.
This doesn't sound like I want to eat this.
We had a safe word.
Oh, no. Shut up.
Getting back to the.
I'm so glad I said it here.
There's so many times I thought I was gonna get struck by lightning.
Hey, man, look.
There's so many
This
times
is
I'm
unadulterated. It's uncut meat,
Okay,
man. I
well,
told
cater
you.
to you. Come on now.
Cater to you. I mean, it.
You went all the way left with the
Yes,
whole.
all
I'm
the way.
just, man. Y'all asked a question. I told you.
I
I'm
know.
gonna leave it
Man,
But it is.
GPS. In the Lord.
It's.
It's what?
Because he thinking about milk. I'm so disturbed.
It's crazy that they say they want to cancel the song because it's so-called slavish or whatever. If a woman wants to cater to a man or a man wants to cater to their woman, that's their prerogative. If they're happy, go with it. But I mean, this cancel. We already talked about this cancel culture BS, and if you gotta feel like you gotta cancel something because you don't agree with it, you're just a weak-minded individual, and
But the song is 17 years old.
He's so nice today.
I'm trying to
You
stop
really
the
must
killer,
have
man.
enjoyed that milk.
You want some
I had a good week.
I'm sure you did. You were being very nice. You didn't talk about nobody's mama.
I'm
You
trying to
didn't
keep
tell
us on
them
the
to
air,
die.
man. I'm trying to
You
keep
didn't
us.
do none of
I'm
that.
trying to keep us
It's
on the
only
air,
early.
man. And it's still early.
It's still
so-
early.
Mm.
You ain't
Yeah, it's only
drinking
35 minutes in, so
Yeah.
and we ain't even cracked the bottle yet. So
Lady
yeah,
Antoinette,
I'm
what you
trying to
feeling
get my
from
good
this?
stuff in now.
Well, I am not so nice about it. Why'd you laugh? I'm just saying, I feel like the women who are saying that stuff, they're single. I'm just being real. Because how can you take a song that these women are willingly catering to their man, right? Right? That's what the women are saying. They're willingly catering to their men. Okay?
No doubt.
Because they want to. That's the key word. First of all, you need to apologize to all the slaves ever in the history of the whole world, because last time I checked, slaves are not willingly in the position that they're in. That's the first problem. Second problem is, why would you not, if you have a good man, so that's another thing, they might be in a relationship.
Are you saying they might be bitter?
No, what I'm saying is, if your man is there, okay, and he's a good man, he's your man, why not cater to him? I'm confused.
Because we're in an upside down world now.
But see, here's the thing. They're not saying I'm catering to you and you never cater to me. They're not saying that.
That's where it's hitting.
Because if you cater to your man, he's going to cater to you as well, right? A good man, right? That's how my check. So, you either single or you getting cheated on. I mean, which one is it? Because I was really upset about it. Like, first of all, how you keeping your man happy then? Like, really? That's what we doing?
Macaroni and cheese.
She talking about she want to cook for him, look nice for him.
Wait, stop right there.
Slippers.
So
Why you can't do that?
You say cook.
Oh yeah, they can't cook.
They can hit the microwave.
They can microwave.
Oh no, or they can do that. They can do that.
So you bitter because you can't do the stuff that they saying in the song, so you just gonna cancel it?
I mean,
no.
We can really see. We need to have a Battle of the Sexes show again because we can really dive into that right there. That's a whole.
But Battle of the Sexes, I'm more angry about the situation than y'all are.
No, but I mean, let's really dig into that on both sides of it on why that is. They're angry or upset because they don't feel like, whatever. And the other side of that, when a man does cater to a woman and isn't appreciated, and then all of a sudden when we stop doing it, we are no good, whatever, and we cheat, we doing this because we weren't doing what we were doing before, but it was never appreciated in the first place.
Okay, you sound like a man's porn anyway. You probably would
I have been hurt. I have been hurt before.
Mad at, after 7, so go sit down.
We know he's mad at Sunshine Anderson.
Oh yeah, you was mad at Sunshine.
I wasn't mad. I just had some flashbacks.
I think you were happy when we had her on the show.
Yeah,
because you was happy. You was like, yeah, you got me in trouble. I was like, that.
Because I had some flashbacks to my old life.
Like, I heard it before. I heard it all before. She heard that too.
And that's what I went through. I all the stuff she was saying in the song, I heard all that shit before in my real life.
Well, I don't like it.
I think black food is stupid. Personally.
I don't even.
Talk. Sometimes it works though.
Sometimes it works.
Social media.
Sometimes it works, and a lot of times it don't. Because when we go to the stuff of a song, they're 17 years old. Like my niece is 16.
My daughter is 19.
So my niece wasn't even a thought when this damn song. That ain't even a group anymore.
But they gonna try to have a reunion tour. Don't do them like that.
What?
Michelle got some mental issues and she need this tour. She got to redeem herself.
See, I'm the one that's
on the stage and they walk over her.
And I'm the one that's wrong.
You think they don't have it again?
I think it would. And more people like that went viral. That was bad.
That was bad. But when people do this, and it's like you canceling something, like what the hell are you canceling? The song ain't been played in like 10. Like
they play that shit on Beyonce's birthday and shit.
Oh shit, he opening up the bottle.
Hey, look, man, you can't have a
people just want to find reasons to hate and find reasons to have an issue and to make an issue out of nothing.
Right.
And
but I have things they can make an issue out of.
I mean, if we gonna cancel something, cancel George Zimmerman.
If we gonna cancel something, how about we talking about the wrong stuff? We talking about bonnets. We talking about cater to you, but we not talking about over 200,000 missing Black Americans. We not talking about that.
Yeah.
We not talking about things that matter.
Of course not.
So I'm confused. We're not talking about what's going on in the White House. We're not talking about bills that are passing. We're not talking about Congress. We're not talking about these things. We're not talking about Black banks getting money right now because people are finally listening. We need to celebrate that.
Yeah.
But instead, we're going to bash a song for a woman who wants to do right by her man. I'm confused.
To treat a man right.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand.
Y'all understand.
But I guarantee you they're playing City Girls right now. So
right, they want to have a hot girl summer. They can't cater to their man having a hot girl summer.
They're playing twerk.
That they're gonna be old by themselves.
Drop it like it's hot and shit.
You know you like that part, CPIII.
But wait,
there's nothing wrong with it. Look, man, I'm old school to the core, man. Lucky I ain't break out no loot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
keep on. Okay, we about to play some videos.
That's why you're in the situation you in.
Because and then real talk before we go to this. So we got to our prayers up. Our third son was in a car accident over last week. South America who makes the At the Ball shirts, who makes the Sports on the Hill shirts and the Air Cruiser shirts. We send our prayers to you.
Yeah, we
no
do.
doubt,
support of our show. He's one of the partners of our show.
No doubt.
So
always looking out.
We're always looking out. We're always going to send
prayers to you, bro.
Yeah.
And then next week is Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that.
Juneteenth on the 18th. Father's Day on the 20th.
So,
19th.
So next week's show, CP3 wants to cook out.
Yeah, we be throwing it down on the grill.
And we put that number out. We
You know?
we need his his lost children to find him. I mean, it would be a good time to
If
find
any
him.
lost children that got bad feet
I'm gonna go get me
and your
another
mother
beer
was
where y'all
involved with a dude
do
named Foots, y'all can call 240
Call us. We gonna connect that.
324-6110.
We all about making connections. We know.
Yo, bring me one, dog.
We know it's some lost
We know.
CP3 babies out
It
here.
could be in the Capitol Heights area. It could be what was that, 757?
Wasn't you on the West Coast at one point? Didn't you say you was on the West Coast?
No, we actually have some people in Buffalo, so it might be a Canadian baby out there.
Indiana too.
I might got a Canadian little mixed baby out there.
Canadian. Oh, you know what? We just need to push this out to the whole world, cause right now,
If you got a mulatto thug child,
wow.
it probably is CP3.
If you're not sure what your baby's mixed with,
If you mix with gangster and foolishness,
And if he talk sports, yeah, he mine.
and got bad feet.
Yeah.
and it has a particular liking to
Redhead.
naked women.
It just happens. I just happen to
It's
work
just
at
that
it.
your son likes, well, he be about 10 or 11. Likes to go to the strip club at such a young age.
Nah, we talking about ranging from 21 to 2. So
You know. I told you, pull-out game is spectacular.
we hear you, but you don't believe that
Most people say that until,
until it happens.
yeah.
And you
pretty
see,
much.
I ain't got no little crumb snatchers
We,
nowhere
that
around.
we know of.
CP3. So we got guests in the building, and they haven't been here. When the dice number rings, and your eyes get big, and then you start sweating like you ran a
Because the
mile.
brother do have a past, you know,
Okay.
things happen. But as of right now, I'm impeccable.
That you know about. Can you spell that word? All right, let's play some
Not
videos for
today.
them.
I am, yeah.
And we'll come back with our guests.
We're gonna talk to our lovely guests because
Oh, and
this one over here.
And next week, though, we are trying to do something special. So I want to interview some fathers. You know, so we'll reach out to a couple of people, and then if y'all stop by for the cookout, we want to interview some not part-time dads.
Yeah, real dudes.
Like people that actually take time and involved in their children's life. Not y'all dudes that only see your child like once a year and stuff like that. But then you don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah, because we will fry you on there.
Yeah.
I will. I definitely
You will not make it out of here alive.
You know, I can be real shady because I do something like shout out to my little sister sperm donors who I don't.
You know what?
That's what I call them, sperm donors. Y'all ain't fathers, y'all was some sperm donors there for about 30 seconds.
Hey.
Hey.
When my sister hits me up and says my nephew needs diapers, that makes you a sperm donor.
No bullshit. I done bought diapers. I ain't even got no kids.
You know.
You ain't got to add that disclaimer every time, man.
CP3.
Just wanna make sure
I'm
that
gonna keep
people
it
know.
100 with you, CP3.
Need them tax credits.
You keep saying that, but then you ask about tax credit. Make your mind up.
Hey, told you it ain't my fault.
This one here. Don't tell me nothing about no milk either. I know what I'm not drinking when I go to your house.
Drinking that shot, CP3?
No
It's more than a shot, baby. It's more than a shot.
No pressure, no pressure, baby. No speed. See, I'm true, not the fool. Mothers can travel. Man, I've been dreaming. I see
Oh, your artist.
One by one.
She said, how you take it down? My mama made me, my father raised me. I know that I want to get on you know I'm a kid for sure. I'm a fool chasing, I'ma take it down. My father raised me.
He falls over everything.
That's another check.
dream all of it. Man, I've been dreaming that I see that pretty boom boom, that boom boom. Ah. You know that I want it, yeah, I want you to know. You know I'ma get it on. She said I'ma take it down. My father raised me. You know that I want it, yeah, I want you to know. You know I'ma get it on. I'ma take it down. My father raised me. I don't do this, I don't do this, no, I don't do this, I don't do this, no, I don't do this, I don't do this, no. No,
You said the artist that was?
this, no.
Oh, okay.
Big boss, I'm on my shit like big boss. Big boss. She never once met a big boss. Big boss, I'm running my shit like a big boss. Big boss, I'm trying to get out.
He used to, when I was on my show, he would be on there.
Once met a big boss. They said she want this. She crept like things. Trying to look around, but things the last one. I be right to claim my dog.
She drinking milk now.
One stroke, she declared my screams. You want to juice it. Baltimore nigga, I'm right on the road. She can hear the birds.
Who gonna drink that?
Big boss, yeah, the business booming.
Man, you got all this tequila around here. They don't got no brown liquor.
It's brown.
Tequila is technically a white liquor, nigga. Just because it look brown, it's because the nigga colorblind and fall for that shit.
It's
Yeah.
mulatto. It's a mulatto. You can enjoy it.
You like my life.
I don't like the way this goat looking at me on the front.
I can't deal with you.
He's looking like I'm about to fuck you up. This goat like I'm about to fuck you up, nigga.
It's about to be a long day.
See, y'all pulling the different tequilas out and shit. See, disclaimer: what happened is not on me. It's on the tequila. Blame it on the tequila, nigga. Cheers, nigga.
Don't worry, I got you with your brown next week. But you know what? I'm going to a distillery Friday. Because you know Friday is my day. That's my doctor. Like that's him exactly. So I'm going to a distillery on Friday. So, yeah. Oh wait there. You feel it? You feel it?
And you was like, damn, what the fuck?
Oh no.
Get off my back.
We need to apologize for that, man.
I need to roll something up on that.
Oh no. Well, go ahead and do that and then go outside.
Big boss, I'm running my shit like a big boss. I'm running better than Rick Ross. Nigga, my pussy nigga don't got. Lip lock. Too bad nigga play big cock. I'm a real nigga get shot. He ain't never went with a big boss.
You gonna put a light on us?
Give me a second.
If I do the video, you got that, right? Vision.
All right, so we back. You know, CP3 really loves that particular part.
No
He was
doubt.
there. Yo, how'd you like that shot of tequila, CP3? Describe what it felt like.
We should have had that on camera.
Yeah, that shit was kind of like, yeah, that shit was like the Matrix.
He was holding his whole. You know how some people hold right here.
Yeah,
You was holding your whole
right,
neck.
because I had to shake that
That's
off.
deep right there.
Yeah, I was drinking the 1800, and he pulled that other stuff. I told you there was a goat on the front of the label.
So it might have been the goat.
Yeah, he looked at me like, yeah, I'm about to fuck you up, dog. And that joint was not
It
lying.
was talking to you.
Bruh.
Aww. Poor thing.
Last year at this time, we just had a conversation.
Yeah, we
Last
did.
year, like I couldn't even get you to smell tequila.
Yeah.
I told you I had a bad experience.
Now
We
you
know.
open the stuff up and you a totally different person.
And shout out to
That's-
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
That's what happened.
That is what opened your mind to
That's
tequila.
That's what happened
His
doing
Terramana.
that's what happened at the bar radio every
So
day.
yes,
Well, I mean,
shout out to Dwayne
Yeah.
The Rock Johnson. He brought you back.
wait a minute. See,
Tonight.
you know, you
I would have stayed away from tequila if it wasn't for this show.
That's a lot.
the show was going at the bar.
But we still drink other things. But y'all been pouring tequila a lot lately.
Not
So,
a
you know,
lot lately.
Man, we done had
I
4 or 5
wasn't
different
even
types of
here for like a whole 2 months.
Hold on, we only got like 4 tequila bottles up there.
that because you threw away something a couple of weeks ago. The party was tossed.
What? He didn't throw away
Exactly.
nothing.
You know
That
what?
could be true, that could
Look,
be true.
Throw away
like I say,
nothing.
y'all
The
have.
graveyard, we do
And
throw
I
away.
have bought plenty of dark alcohol.
Yeah, but it's mixed with tequila. Some of it.
No,
Some of it was mixed with something.
You so angry.
it was mixed with
So-
tequila.
So
No,
we
it
got-
was
we
mixed
got-
with something.
All right,
No.
let's get to our guest. You're so angry. See, you need a hug.
That's what happened with white
I'm
liquor
not
involved.
hugging
I told you. That's why I
You know
drink.
what? You can't get.
I'm not giving him a hug. I'm not touching that thing.
See, it ain't no love in here, man.
I'm just saying you.
And they
were
call-
talking
and they
about
call me the
milk
thug.
out of strippers and stuff.
Look, it was part of their act. I ain't had nothing to do with it. I just happened to be there when it went down.
No.
You know what?
Look, y'all ain't gonna put it on me.
All that filth over there.
I'm just saying.
That's nasty.
That was natural.
What?
It was
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, I got a story about something like that after. The show. Hell no. So we got some special guests in the building.
And you can't even get it together. He's still laughing. He can't get it together.
Now it's something else. I had another thought. Now I had a thought popped in my fault. I went somewhere,
See?
bro. Yeah.
But y'all something else?
Hey man,
You laughing at absolutely nothing.
Nah,
And we
it's
can't see your
something.
eyes.
You can never see my eyes. It ain't the first
But it's
time.
worse.
I thought you were Chinese for a minute.
I'm black and East. Leave me alone.
And he got a tan, so you know he really on something else.
You know what? We're gonna talk about that particular story after we talk about it because I forgot about that story, and I want to talk about that because as we talk about Asian hate, there was an Asian dude that actually shot at a 6-year-old.
Yep.
We'll talk about that after.
Oh, you ain't hear about that?
Mm-mm.
I thought I sent it to you.
It was on the page.
Brother.
I thought I sent it to
I've
you
been-
directly, but
You know how deep I've been in selling cars the last 2 weeks, bro. I ain't
I was
seen
you and that
nothing.
nigga went to the strip club the other night.
That was the praise for the hard work that I put in, bro. You got to reward yourself, like we talked about.
And that's how you do it.
All
Okay.
right, stripper man, can we get to our guest now?
Yeah, yes, we are.
All right, so we got some very special people in the building. Can you introduce yourself, sir?
My name is Amir Kari.
Say that again.
My name is Amir Kari.
Pull the mic closer to you. Say it again.
My name is Amir Kari.
You're not rich.
You don't sound like you're Michael. That's all right. There we go.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now we too high.
Yeah, let's go.
You.
Here we go. Say it again.
My name is Amir Kari.
Okay.
Now we in the building.
I'm in the building.
We in the building. We in the building.
Yes, sir.
So, lady, I tell you, you actually got it right.
So, I mean, when I read the name, I said, "Oh, that's what it." Oh, yeah, I got you. I got you. Make sure nobody spelled, pronounce it wrong.
Yeah, because I would have. I mean, my name's Raheem, so 90% of the time, it's my name is wrong. I got a dude that works for me for 3 years. He still calls me Raheem.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he from New Orleans. I studied there.
Oh, well, you probably think you're saying it the right way.
Yeah. But, so, the easiest question is tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm from Philly, and I'm an instrument of nature, and I'm just here to make people move, make people dance, and influence people through my music and my art. From Philly.
What part of Philly?
Your people?
Yeah.
No,
You don't know Gilly?
your people.
You don't know Gilly?
Oh, I know Gilly. I didn't know he was your people.
You talking right now?
You call
Nah, that's what Gilly's a big friend of my brother's, and he's had my nephew Renegade open up for him several times. So he always do South Florida when he goes. And then when he goes to Philly, he comes. So we don't be doing nothing. We just come through, just chill with him, be at the studio with him, and you know, sometimes we pop ups. Like I popped up on him when he did a $1 million game joint, and I had no ticket or nothing. I was like, yo, I'm outside. Say, yeah, come on.
That's what sounds good.
He good people though, good people. Philly always shows us love, and Philly has such a deep culture in hip hop. A lot of people forget about that.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of people forget about the Steady B's, you know, the 3 times those.
Schoolie D.
Yeah, Schoolie D. Actually, the original Godfather gangster rap.
Absolutely.
There you go.
You know. So,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
Yeah, so yeah, that's basically what it is. Instrument of nature, just here to make people move. Like I said, here to influence people, tell my story, spread my art.
I want him to go ahead and tell us about this instrument of nature phrase that you keep bringing up. Tell us what that means.
It's just sounds. You know, life is music. You know, and my voice, my art. It's how I get people to move. It's how I get people to dance. It's how I get people to feel where I'm coming from. So it's an instrument, you know.
CP3, what you got? What you got, son?
You said you excuse me, a Philly artist. What part of Philly are you claiming, and what makes you feel you have a different sound or a different voice that's going to stand out and make you stand out to everyone else?
Well, I don't really look at me as being a standout artist. I think everybody has the ability to be unique. I'm just unique. I think when you are spreading your story, you're gonna naturally be unique, and you're gonna naturally gravitate. People are gonna naturally gravitate toward you. So I think, just my sound, me being myself, is what's gonna make people gravitate towards me.
Okay. Go ahead. You got some. I already know.
I got the show questions, but go ahead.
Ask,
the how
I
But
do.
you never said what part of Philly you were from.
West Philadelphia.
West Philly.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
get yeah, I didn't get around the West Side too much. I was in North Philly and South Philly a lot.
Oh, you got any children there?
Nah, it's highly doubtful.
And I actually grew up in the Southwest section too. My father's side was from there. My mother's side was from West Philadelphia.
But yeah, I used to make some runs at Philly back in the day.
What's the best cheesesteak?
Cheesesteak, I would probably say Falone's in Southwest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
see, I'm a Pagano's guy.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Yeah, I'm a
but we were
Pagano.
Falone's.
Yeah, I'm a
I
Pagano.
ain't tried them. I have to hit them.
I
I
used
haven't
to,
tried them. I'm about to hit them.
I used to ride up Philly on Sundays before game day, pick up cheesesteaks and come right back home before the
We don't want to
game.
ask why he was doing that.
I was picking up cheesesteaks.
Oh, time out.
It was cheesesteak. Just to pick up cheesesteaks and come right back.
They that good. It's
Bruh, them
No. I love.
See, they trying to say
We
because
don't
it's
believe
me. They trying to say because it's me.
Yeah.
It's not really just cheesesteak.
However, your story, CP3, we just have to say.
It was actual cheesesteaks I was going to pick up, and that's it. Okay. Yes.
What was up in the trunk?
The trunk was locked. There wasn't no warrant, so there ain't nothing to look at. You know, we don't worry about what's in the trunk. The cheesesteaks is in the compartment. Look, I know the law. Look, damn it.
Time goes on, the story gets clearer.
Hey, it was cheesesteaks involved. That was it. If anybody, hey.
So, I used to go to Jim's house. I used to like going to Jim's.
Yeah.
And then I went to Max. It was okay. It wasn't great.
Max is amazing.
But the funny thing about Max was that this is why I fuck with Philly so hard. So it was these young kids in there being disrespectful. And they kicked them out of Max. And they went and got their OG.
Right.
And their OG was like, you disrespected her. And she was not having it. She said, y'all take all y'all asses home. I whoop all y'all. And she made them like, she checked all the little kids. And just went. They got real quiet.
Philly women is strong.
Man, they got real quiet. Ain't nobody. Yo, she was like, them kids the hell out of them. I was like, okay.
They had to put that mama voice. She put a mama voice.
Man, she made me apologize. I ain't even do nothing. Like, that joint was serious.
You gotta put your mama voice on them.
Man,
Yeah, nothing like
but she
Philly.
didn't allow them, and I thought was a very good attribute was that she didn't even allow them. So she was like, you don't disrespect that lady.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that lady's been a pillar of the community. This,
Yeah.
and you know, she checked them because you know they was like, oh, we gonna get my mama to whoop your ass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She came in, she wasn't even having that. She
Good.
shut all that shit down.
Good.
But you know, that's what we need more of.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, don't get me started.
So
Yeah, don't get
now
me
I'm ready for
started.
the real question.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's on.
Let's start with the one I love. What's your Mount Rushmore?
It's not watching.
Okay, Bob.
Mm,
Give us your top people.
definitely Tupac.
Why?
Because his energy, his aura, his message. There hasn't been a MC that delivered the message that he's delivered. You know, I haven't heard a Keep Your Head Up or a Dear Mama. He stood for something that was more than just music to me. So, of course, you had artists that, you know, surpassed his records. But
Yeah.
to me, you know, he just had the most soul. He had the most energy. So,
I mean, to people, when I ask these questions,
yeah.
and you may say artist, it doesn't mean I dislike or just I just act like I just want to watch.
This
Yeah.
helps us
Oh,
learn you.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's how we learn you. You
Yeah.
know?
Because a lot of people when I do, they be like, what the hell you mean? And they can be an artist I like. They be like, one of my favorite artists, Paris Point. You be like, I like Paris Point. I be like, why?
Yeah.
Right, right. We
Doesn't
wanna
mean I
know
dislike.
each
I just,
person.
you know, but continue.
Pac, of course, Biggie, and I know that's kind of cliche when people say Tupac and Biggie, but no, when you really study their catalog, they was really the first for a lot of things.
So what do you like about Biggie?
Just so classy. He was street but classy, and
Yep.
I never seen a rapper put words together in the way that he did, and it was influential on me, and I'm not even from that era, and he influenced me. So definitely Biggie.
So I'll stop on Biggie for a second.
Uh-huh.
Biggie wordplay was phenomenal.
Yeah. His
Yes.
flow was amazing.
And he was very descriptive. Like he would walk into the room, be rapping about you walking into the room and the pictures being on the wall.
Yeah.
However, his mama was an English teacher. Like his
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he
Yeah,
like, he
Yeah.
a little bit over, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But he was his wordplay, and then when you really listen to Ready to Die and you hear his cadence, you can really tell.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of Ready to Die is really one taking it's a freestyle.
That was the first rap
You know.
album that I listened to straight through.
Mm.
So, like I said, he's not even from my era, and that's the first rap album I listened to. So, he was definitely doing something right.
Alright, continue.
Jay-Z, old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
With Jay-Z, he kind of painted. He made the ghetto look beautiful to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
there's a lot of artists, you know, that come from the inner city, but with Jay-Z, we're just putting like the Hard Knock Life, you know, sample on a song. The way that he was just painting it, he made me feel proud about where I was coming from.
Yeah.
So definitely Jay-Z. And last but not least, I have to go with DMX.
Mm.
DMX. His music was therapeutic to me. He was the one who got me out of a lot of things, a lot of dark moments. So definitely DMX. And like I said, the energy.
Every DMX song.
Slipping.
Falling, I can't get up.
Oh, you all right with me? That's my favorite DMX song too.
That is not my favorite.
Really, what we talked about the kid.
And with DMX, just vulnerability.
True.
Just vulnerability, not being afraid to show vulnerability, no matter how hard or masculine you want to be, you still could show vulnerability.
You know the most gangster thing DMX ever did
What's up?
was when he recorded his album, and at the end of that first album, it was so rugged and raw.
There you go. Yep,
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
used to pray at every show.
Like the funny thing is, I remember like back when we had CDs, like I felt really bad if I skipped it, so I would just listen to it. And
No,
it
but
was
that
just,
was one of my
but then
favorite parts.
but then
like,
again,
like
if
that.
you're going through something, and
Yeah.
if you're going through something, like, and then you just hear the words, it just reflects on you, and then you're like, oh, damn, you know what, today is gonna be out.
But you talk about cadence. DMX cadence was like
Nice.
no other.
Well, his energy was like no other.
Yeah, that's
I remember him performing with a pit bull one time. I was like, I don't even touch pit bulls. That's, you know.
Like, hey, puppy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Taylor know later on, man.
Uh-oh.
You
No, that don't.
you profiled. I'm gonna let Taylor know.
Taylor's the only pit bull that I
I'm gonna let Taylor know you
He's
profiling him
mixed. Isn't he
before.
mixed?
He mixed, but he still got
Okay,
pit
then.
bull in the nose.
Yeah, but you.
He pit bull
different.
Rottweiler. He
That's
profiled on the pit
not
bull
a
side.
good thing.
He profiled on the pit bull side. I'm gonna tell Taylor when I get home.
Before we get to the lady incident question, I'm gonna let you know Taylor caught a body. Anyway,
And you know,
Exactly.
allegedly, it was never proven.
he killed the dog sitter's dog.
It was never proven. It was dead when they got back home.
Did he bury him or try to bury the dog?
They buried.
He tried to dig him up.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. He was like, "You don't rest in peace."
With my dog.
Allegedly, there was no physical evidence that linked him to the death of that dog.
Allegedly, with two dogs. It was two
Murderous.
It was two dogs. It was two dogs at the start. One dog at the end. He allegedly did something.
Look,
Right.
hey,
Whoever
look.
killed him?
There
Lady
was
Anthony,
no
you
witnesses.
Lady Anthony, you got a question?
That's right.
How do you sit next to him every week? We'll talk about that later.
No. I'm scared because I told her I think I'm gonna get struck by lightning
I think so too.
on accident.
I tells the truth.
No.
You know,
So my question to you is, you're, of course, you're an aspiring artist, and you told us, your Mount Rushmore of hip hop. But what was that exact moment where you said, you know what, I need to do this. I want to do this.
I've been doing this since I was a kid. I think music kind of was I would say it created all the moments in my childhood. You know, let's say when I was in elementary school and I seen a pretty girl that I liked in school. You know, there was always a song that complimented how I was feeling. So, like I said, it was just something that was just always in me. Every time a song came on, I wanted to sing or I wanted to dance to it. I wanted to be a part of it. So I knew this since I was a kid that I wanted to do this.
Oh. So you were born into it, pretty much.
Pretty much.
okay, CP3, what you got?
All right. You say you have a musical background and were born into it. What is your burning desire to leave on the music industry with what you're doing, with your sound and your talent? What do you want your legacy to be when you're done in this game?
I want people to remember me just for not only telling my story, but telling theirs. You know, if you can find a way to connect with everybody through your music and your story, I think that my story is relatable, or I feel that my story is relatable to people all over the world. So, yeah, I just want to tell my story, and I just want to have fun doing it.
It's a beautiful answer, bro.
Appreciate it.
Right, he said he's for the people.
You know, CP3? Something really good. He's sitting here serious, boy.
I told you I'm being professional doing the interviews, man. Y'all keep on being surprised,
Oh,
man.
no, let me
When we
There's
do
a reason why he being professional doing the interviews now. Somebody had to pull up on him.
Well, we got, look, man. I ain't scared.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. So, name an album that impacted your life. You thought we just gonna come here and just jokey.
I mean,
Oh, we had-
it's not. It's just. It depends because every album complements like a mood. It's like it's so many different.
Break it down. This is about you.
Here's the great thing. I know the owner of the bar. We got enough.
We got time, baby. We all streaming live, baby.
Yeah.
Break it down.
Well, I would say the first album I really remember that was on repeat as a child was Confessions by Usher. That was the time where I really started to understand what music was.
Okay.
It impacted me because just the sound of it, the feeling, like
That whole album was a feeling.
Yeah.
it was a feeling. Like how we talk.
Somebody having flashbacks.
That was
the flashback right there. And I was like, ooh,
The album was
woo.
the album was serious.
That was like, yeah, confession? Woo!
I'm like, yeah, I done confessed some
Let's
stuff
touch some
myself.
things.
It was really Usher, even before Confessions, like 8701. So when You Got It Bad came out, it was the first video I seen. And I remember seeing Chili, you know, with the braids, baby hair, and I was in love as a kid.
Yeah,
I didn't understand what I was feeling, but she made me feel like I was home.
Yeah,
She was melanated, and it just after that, it was just like
She made me feel
inspired.
Yeah, she made me feel a certain way too.
I would visit the Usher 8701 in Confessions.
Over here.
Chili made me feel a certain way.
I'm over here. You got him over here. Like, yeah, she made me
Yeah,
feel
Chili
the
made me
way
feel a
too.
certain way too.
Y'all was crushing on Chili, right?
That baby hair, man. The baby hair be doing. That baby hair be doing it, man.
Oh,
You know, and that's funny because Chili look exactly the same. I don't know how she doing.
yeah, she ages back.
She didn't age backwards. She looked exactly the same. Like, how do you do that? But you know, and I like that Confessions is a good album. 8701. I mean, Usher was phenomenal, but you did just make me feel a little kind of way because you said when I was a kid, I was like,
You was at the club dancing to that
I
church.
was like, what?
No disrespect. What people when you said that?
Yeah, I was like clocking myself, like, damn, I'm old.
I had a baby. I was married.
I was confessing some stuff things too. I was like, oh Lord.
Clubs.
Wait, what?
I was doing a lot of bad things back
A
then.
lot of people in these feelings.
Yeah, but that's all right. But at least we know that you got good taste in music.
But the production of the thing about the album is the production and the storytelling on the album is immaculate. And that's when Usher really stepped his game up from just being a regular singer to Usher.
Well, I mean, also he was trying to, you know,
Get Chili.
confess
Yeah, he.
because he was messing.
See, I can't believe. Yeah,
But
him.
see, the thing is about Confessions is it's really not a confession for him and Chili. It's actually a confession for Jermaine Dupri on Janet Jackson.
Say what?
But at the same time,
But we already know it's on something there.
he
Yeah,
messed up.
he did.
He messed up.
Hold up. Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson. What happened with that, man? You see, you always.
They used to date.
I know they was dating,
Oh.
but I know he
Jermaine
ain't.
ain't do right by Janet.
That little ant looking like.
Yes, that one.
Man,
That's why we be trying to
somebody-
tell y'all.
somebody-
All these men out here.
Not all of us.
No.
Stop
I
putting
didn't
us in
say all
categories.
the men, but all these men
Don't be
out
putting
here,
us
and people be like, "Oh, you gonna get you an ugly one."
You can't even be.
I'm a changed man,
Because you was doing the same thing when Jermaine was. You was about the same age Jermaine was.
and now I'm older now. I wouldn't have cheated on Janet. I tell you that.
We don't know that.
I tell you that.
You didn't
I
date
te-
her.
Say what?
You didn't date her, so we don't know.
But if I had the chance, you think I would?
And the same with Chili.
If I had Janet, man, hell no.
CP3, you done told the story of what you had every man's fantasy and you still cheated.
But I didn't have Janet. Janet is something different,
Well, what
dog.
about Chili?
Same thing with Chili. I wouldn't cheat with Chili, man. Shit,
Mhm.
I'd be that.
You don't believe regardless.
We don't believe that. We don't believe that.
I'd have been that stay-at-home dude. She'd have came home, then have been cooked,
Anyway.
clothes been washed, folded,
Oh,
and
so now you
everything.
want to be after 7. Okay.
Hey, look, I'm looking for a sponsor, guys.
Anyway, what you got? What you got?
Okay, so I do have a question.
I feel bad for you though.
I'm gonna touch on this because I feel like you do have a good taste in music. Where do you think? Well, no. What's your opinion on the direction of hip hop right now?
Ooh, good question.
Well, I think that we need balance. You know, I have no problem with what's going on in my generation. I just think that it's more to hip hop than just, you know, just the lit, you know, gangsta hard. I think we need more balance. We need more love. We need more unity. And we need a story. I'm for with everything that's going on right now. I just think that we need to add more balance. That's what I grew up on, and we need more unity.
I like it because I'm with you.
What makes the song great?
What makes a song great?
Mhm.
When it's unique, when I whether it's a rapper, singer, it's really just about a person tapping into who they are and expressing themselves instead of just always doing something that's trendy. When you can dig deep within yourself and find your story and figure out what you want to tell, you're gonna always sound different, and that's what makes a song beautiful to me.
CP3.
Let's see. I'm trying to come with another solid question.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, yeah, we've
'Cause
had.
he probably had a less than solid question in his mind.
I had something. I got a message that kind of threw me off that I got to disregard real quick. Don't be looking at me like that. You be getting messages on the show too.
That doesn't mean anything.
Exactly. All right. As I tell most of the artists that come onto the show, I'm an old school hip hop head. I normally don't listen to nothing beyond 2005, unless it's somebody I really rock with. But what? How do you I'm stuck in my ways.
I mean, you
But,
got these niggas 2010.
the game changed, baby. The game changed after 05, dog. It changed. They started singing on the tracks and auto-tuning bullshit, dog. I couldn't deal with it. But what would you categorize yourself as? A storyteller, a lyricist, an MC? How would you categorize yourself?
I wouldn't categorize it.
Like
Then you
that.
do it all, right?
Artist,
Beautiful.
whatever I'm feeling, put it down and I record it.
So, y'all want me to do 5 do's and 5 don'ts before or after we play the video?
No, play the video first. Play the
Yeah,
video.
play the video.
I want
I
to
got a
hear,
video and I got a song.
Okay.
I want the video and the songs. I want to hear the art. I haven't heard them. I want to hear it before we get to the do's
We
and
want
don'ts.
to hear this after bar.
I want to hear this young man and what he has to say.
Okay. I guess
We want to hear the after bar premiere.
So one, we do this, and I will get the disclaimer. I'm gonna stop one straight no chasing. I like it, but I don't. And I do things like organically. Like I haven't listened to your stuff yet, so we all gonna hear it for the first time. But they asked me about it. It was like, well, did you play it? No, I like playing it on air. Even when people send us music, I give you my honest feedback. You know, and we don't be spiteful or anything like that. But you know, people have it's always gonna be the one guy, and I'm always gonna bring him up. He sent us the track, and I was like, it's good. It should be side track, and he was just like, it sounds like you're hating. And I was like, you sent it in for me to critique. Like, and I'm not hating. I'm just giving you what it is. And when Lady Antoinette said, well, send us a better, you have a better song, send it to us. He was like, no, I'm good, and got really offended. And then I just played it for like 4 weeks straight. 4 weeks straight.
We did.
That's what we do. You know, if you want to get butt hurt, if you're an artist and you can't take criticism, you're not an artist. Simple as that. So you're in the wrong profession. So I mean, but we call it like we see it. You know, I'm an asshole, he's an asshole, she's lady asshole. You know, we just get along.
That's a very good picture that you just made. People who want to tune in. Thank you, CP3.
I'm saying they all have a little bit of asshole in themselves also. So they would love to see us be assholes on the air. That's how we get the wonderful views we get.
I'm an angel.
With a blade.
What?
With a blade.
You have to be, you gotta protect yourself. That's all that is.
So you want to tell us about this video before I play it?
It's only self-defense when they pull out the weapon first.
So my story, that's what the video is called, and basically self-explanatory. I'm talking about where I come from, my inner city, my people, and how I grew up, and where I am now.
Let's go.
Let's get to it.
You ready, CP3?
Yay.
I'm gonna mute your mic because I don't know what you've been drinking too much.
Hey. Yeah, I know I need to balance it out.
That means you gotta mute mine too. He's sitting right next to him.
My feed's still live though, baby.
You
I
gotta
cut.
mute
I told
everybody.
myself I could
You can check my feed.
The game is simple. Life has a way to show us that anything is possible. The power of the tongue, which has the ability to be detrimental, beneficial. Was it beneficial? I'll leave that one up to y'all. This is my story from me to you.
I like that.
Listening to this song right now, I'm speaking specifically to you. I want to give you my testimony, tell you a little bit about myself, if you don't mind. Coming from nothing, got a little struggle with pain. And I'll call you and change. In the street, I'm getting me. That's what that was going for me, but I gave up, 10 tools prayed up. Thinking about the nights when the opposition got sprayed up. Trying to see it sunny day, all I get is rainy days. Screaming for my dogs and the love until we here today. Yeah, I miss you, just wanna kiss you, just wanna hug you and hold you and make picture. It's understood, just a little nigga trying to get up out the hood. Then we call poverty, but that's all inside of me. Still brought myself to sleep, but straight I gotta be. Now I'm on TV, I done made it out. Trouble child turned the stream to reality. And now I get there. Listen to the words of the song. This is what it's gonna be. Give you my truth. My gonna keep it. Thought that we would come up like we did, running around on up the street, man. I never forget. Told us we was bad, I was getting in some shit, breaking windows, shooting throwing rocks, but we was just being kids and smoking at the bar, coming in after dark, rolling with the niggas, sprinkling with the heart, everything on the real rap, addicted from the start, trapping and catching cases, yellow like it's some car, coming from a broken home, left me all alone, like they as a child with nothing about my own. Now that I'm good, that I'm paid, shining everything is okay. This is what it's gonna be. Giving you my truth, giving you my truth, I'm just gonna keep it. I don't know how you can do anything. Yeah. A to B conversation. Great faith, you can see your way out of anything.
Yeah. It was a big file, so it
You ready?
With the free shooters knocking down like a free throw. Used to hustle day and night, now I'm in the limelight. Stones, I think time's right.
Yes.
City with the top down. Making it from the bottom to the top now. I'll be the greatest man, baby, don't need with the stars now, I must be dreaming. In the dark when I was playing, I was never gave up. Little rings in my foot, and I got started. Let me speed it.
Show. Old rotator cuff. Sometimes the joint gets tightened up, especially in this rainy weather. You know.
Stars now, the colors we dreamed of. In the dark when I was dreaming. Now the game and I got celebration. Speed in the face,
So you all right?
Man, we done had 2 different types of tequila tonight. What the hell you think? Am I all right? Gonna feed me this alcohol and say, all right. Exactly. You got me over here sweating.
You always blame the bar.
Because it's at the bar radio. You damn right. It ain't my fault. Did I do that? It ain't my fault.
It's been on my mind, got me thinking about it all night. Just to stand back and I kind of been a long life. Anticipating the moment I get to see you. I've been high like it, to treat you. I've been gonna think I'm in my vision come true. So when I feel it get ready, you know I'm coming through. It ain't no stopping when you give me the green light. Even when it's wrong, really big. We about to do now. I wanna show you, baby girl. So if you want with me tonight, baby, we gon' be all night.
Yeah, listen to the joint. This night.
I know how you need it, you love it when I touch you there. I'm gonna let you buy everything. You take a trip, I'm gonna listen and go. Take time, and knowing you when I'm doing, baby, you know you're mine. Promise to be there. What's her name?
Huh? What's her name?
I ain't talking. Sharika.
Sharika.
That's his best.
When you touch, yeah, my life. You know, can't get enough. Anything you want me, girl. Anytime you need it, let's get lost in the moment. I wanna love you all night long. Anytime you want me, girl. Anytime you need it, let's get lost in the moment. I wanna feel you all night long. Baby,
You think about your lost baby. You
Nah, I was because I'm actually very impressed by the versatility of the 3 tracks that you played. You know, the first one was more like spiritual, like you can feel it, in your soul. The next one was like, a nice little party vibe, a little something. And that last one was like something that if you fucked up with your girl, you can play that for and try to make up or
Oh,
whatever.
you can relate to
Yeah, I can
that?
relate to it, y'all. So I can relate to it.
Reminiscing
Yeah, I was like, damn, if I'd have had this song like
I
10 years, I was like, if I had this song like 10 years ago, maybe I could have saved that relationship, maybe. You know what I'm saying? That I would.
I was just thinking.
I
I was just thinking about it. Because honestly, I'm gonna tell you, before the show, I looked at the picture that you posted. I was like, I wasn't sure what to expect. But I can say I'm pleasantly surprised by the music that you put out. It's very, very good, very diverse, and you are very versatile in what you do, man. Young man.
One of the things about the show is that we love bringing on people we don't know.
Exactly.
But also, we want to give you a genuine reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was pleased too. I mean,
It was a nice track.
I can see your influences in hip hop and R&B. I definitely could pick up on the fact that yes, you're influenced by Usher. I don't know about Lloyd, but I kind of felt that in me.
A little.
Early Trey songs, I felt that, especially with the first track. So I could see that, and I already felt like you had good taste in music based off of what you were saying about your influences, and I hear that. So I'm pleasantly surprised.
I appreciate it so much.
I'm hating because I can't sing.
That's what I'm gonna say. Brace yourself. I'm not sure. That look on his face, I wasn't sure what to expect. Yeah. Singing and shit.
You gonna rap ass?
I'm gonna rap, sing, and he got long hair. I'm hating shit. This is bullshit.
So one, I think you got a great look, got a great sound.
Appreciate it.
But now we gotta talk about the other side.
Okay.
So on the business side, like how many like copyrights you're supposed to have like for your songs and stuff?
I know how many.
Yes. Most artists don't. So one is nothing to be ashamed of. So one,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna tell you
You're about to learn your thing.
Because even as a person that was managing somebody who used to rap, I thought one copyright was enough, and it's wrong.
Yeah.
So it's 3.
Okay.
So what you do is you have to get your lyrics copyright. Then you gotta get your beat copyright, and then you gotta get the composition. The composition is your lyrics and the beat put together. So several years ago, we was in Texas. In the video that we played, Money, the Renegade killed it in Texas. We literally were performing upstairs, and there's another party downstairs, and everybody came up the stairs. So on our way back to the DMV, we was at a bar, and we had 2 different flights. And we were drinking, and it was a dude named Wendell. What name was Wendell? That was last name. But he was talking to us, and he scored his movies. And we played him Money, and we were so proud. And I was like, yeah, this joint is hot. And he was like, yeah, but he was like, do you own the copyrights to that beat? And I said, no.
Personally, you own everything.
So, but here's the thing to that. So after I told him no, I followed him on social media like any person would. Wendell has an Emmy for the Beyond the Cello story that was on Netflix. No, Hulu. And then he also got another Emmy, I think, something that he did on Netflix as well. So I tell you this because I want you to be prepared when people like to have your stuff in order, because when those opportunities come. Because like I'm thinking, okay, well, you know what? As soon as we get back to Texas, and he's in the DMV too. But I'm thinking, well, as soon as we get back to Texas, we're going to kill it. If I meet somebody like that again, we're going to have everything in order. And guess what happened the next year? COVID.
But yeah, your copyrights are a big thing. As an artist, and if you're writing your own stuff, you're doing everything yourself, that means you want to protect your music.
Me and my team got on that real early.
And then on the flip side of that is, you have major artists who have people that when you sing your or come to your show and say something, send me an email, send me an MP3 of that song, and I know plenty of people from this area that people, name brand people from Usher's camp have stolen songs. And every time, so you have to be very worried. If you don't have if your paperwork's not in order, you can get taken. So and that's one thing reason I try to tell artists, like, you need to have everything in order the proper way.
Yeah, so
you got a great sound, but you because it's the music business.
Yeah, you want to be able to come for their head if they take from you. That's all.
I'm gonna say you definitely should listen to what he's saying about copywriting and stuff, because you have a unique sound and you have a versatility that most artists don't have.
Appreciate it.
And like we were talking about, because I do beats.
Yeah.
151 used to rap, he do. He the manager for his nephew, Renegade.
Yeah.
My goal is to have one of my beats on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
You have that feel that you can put something on the soundtrack
Appreciate
and make a good living off of.
Appreciate it.
So make sure you follow the business aspect of it, because that's where I've lacked in some of my things and some of the folks that I know. So just if you stay on top of that and keep doing the craft that you're doing with the love and the talent that you have, you definitely gonna go far, bro.
So the great thing that you have is a team. So this is what a lot of people feel like. They don't have a team.
Yeah.
No man is dying. So when you come to a show, like anytime I let people perform, I can be dead bone tired. I'm there. I'm there. I'm taking pictures. This, whatever. Even if I invite 100 people, don't nobody show up, I'll be the one person there for her. You have a team, and that's a good thing, because that helps you build your brand.
Absolutely.
You know, that helps push you, because as an artist, you can concentrate on your music.
Yeah.
If you have to concentrate on your music, your business, your look,
Your
your
brand.
that, something's going. And I know this because I failed in all of them. Because I was an artist, I had a group, but I had to manage the group, I had to produce the group, I had to get the shows, and then hell, by the time I got to the studio, I was like, yo, whatever. Because it takes souls. So because it's only 10% music.
Yeah.
It's 90% business. There's a lot of, and the thing about it is when I see talented brothers like yourself, you got to be able to bring everything to the, because this is the difference between a person that doesn't have great music and they got hustle.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that are making it right now that lyrically suck.
Yeah, we've seen that.
No bullshit.
But they got the hustle to do it. And there's a lot of time that people that don't take care of business.
Right.
You know, we was in Miami. And it was a DMV showcase, and we had DMV artists, we had Miami artists and stuff like that. The DMV artists got really embarrassed because they didn't take care of the business. One of the dudes I personally know had his manager didn't show up, had his team is literally sitting down there. They're not doing anything to make him, he's walking around, they're not taking pictures, they're not handing out cards. Like, if that's what the fuck did you come to Miami for? If you came to sightsee, go to the beach, then go to the beach. Because if you're not here to support, like, they will tell you. She can tell you. When my nephew did, I'm taking pictures, I'm walking around, I'm getting him to meet people, I'm telling people to take pictures with him. I can show you a picture from 10 years ago. Like, that's what your team is supposed to do for you. And, you know, it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 1 million. Your team's supposed to make you feel like you're a star. And they're supposed to take care of your business aspect so that you can do what you can do.
You did from day one.
So it's great that you have that, because like a lot of these dudes, like, if we go into Miami, it's not an open mic. It's not like going to an open mic out Adams Morgan. You know, we going for a show. You gotta have your team show. And that's what a lot of people fail at. So I'm glad that you have a
team
team.
showed up today.
Yeah.
And we're
Phenomenal
happy.
team.
Yes, we're
Yeah, no
happy to
doubt.
see that you came with a team.
Phenomenal team. Excellent team.
Yeah, I seen some big dudes. I was starting to get worried. I'm like, oh boy, what's going on, man? I need to
It's
grab
all
him.
about my team.
Yeah,
They
man.
definitely take care of business, and they definitely
That's
school me to the business.
Yeah.
And
That's
make
what-
sure everything is in order.
And the
before
thing
we
is,
do
too,
That's
anything.
what puts
as
you over
artists,
the top.
the great thing you can do is listen.
Yeah.
All I do is listen.
And that's
no
what-
matter how much I know, I ain't never got my head up, my you know what.
That's
Yeah.
good.
So
That's
I'm always willing to learn. So
that's what's gonna put you over the top. Because I've
Absolutely.
always had the drive and the will and the want, but I never had a team around me to help uplift me
Yeah.
and take me to where I need to go.
And that's
Just keep doing what you're doing, bro. You're gonna go far.
I appreciate
And
it.
we definitely got some things in the works where, yeah, we definitely gonna be reaching out on some ventures, because we have some projects
I
in the works.
appreciate it. I'm all for it.
And like I say, I got an artist myself that I'm, cultivating. He has an artist. He's similar. He sings. He makes his own videos and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I can see a collaboration with y'all too and Renegade on the track for the track that we already produced. So yeah, we definitely gonna be in talks, because we gotta make some of this happen, man.
Appreciate it.
And I'm gonna be real with you. As an artist, I'm gonna be real. I appreciate the fact that you said you listen.
Yeah.
Nothing worse in the world for an artist to have a talent,
Yeah.
a great team,
Yeah.
and then they don't listen.
Say that
There's
again,
one
please.
particular artist, yes, you have talent, team, and you don't listen. That's a problem. There's one particular artist from this area. I'm not gonna go into who he is.
Go ahead and pull up on him. Go
Nah.
ahead and pull up. You know you want
There's a
to. Go
real
ahead and pull
reason.
up on him.
I'll tell y'all off air. But there's a real reason
I'll
for
say
it.
his name.
I witnessed. I literally witnessed an artist do some stuff. They didn't listen to their team. You know, they had the talent. They did a performance. They had a contract. After the performance, you were supposed to sign, you know, autographs and things like that. Another act was there, a larger act, and they looking at him silent, you know. And this particular artist was like, "Nah, I'm out." About to breach contract and everything. You about to not get paid. And your team is chasing you down, trying to get them together. And he just felt like he was bigger than what he was. And he eventually got bigger than that. However, the same problems exist, and it is hurting his brand. It is hurting his career. He is known to be that difficult one. So it's good to hear that. Hey, it is known that
I'm working with an artist like that
has
myself
those
right now.
problems. And I applaud you, you know, because I've seen it firsthand, like literally firsthand. The situations that can come about from that. So I'm glad to hear that at least your headspace is good.
I had a situation last night with my DJ. Same thing.
One of the things like this is that
I'm trying to work with the brother, but the brother don't want to listen.
Okay.
So it's all the listening we doing one. One of the things is like this. A lot of artists come up to me and they see and they think just because Renegade's my nephew, that's what makes him successful. Renegade's successful because he listens to what I say. So a lot of people be like, I want you to manage, and then I'll give him something to do for like 10 seconds to see if you can pay attention. But if you can't pay attention, there's no point in me doing it because I'm not going to repeat myself. Right. You know, I'm like, okay, well, go to his page and share this and share that, and then he's going to share this and share that. And I'll wait for you to do it just to see what you're going to do. When you show me you can't listen, we done. Like, the ability to listen, I've learned more from listening, learning what not to do and listening to people. So people will tell you what not to do and do this. Like, I've learned more of doing that way than anything. So when people say, you know what, don't touch it, that's high. I mean, touch it.
You gotta shut your mouth to open your mind, baby.
You know, I'm not one of those people, oh, really? Nah, you told me it's high, I don't need to touch it. So, but you have wisdom around you, and you have to appreciate the wisdom around you. Always so we're almost to my favorite part of this interview. Before we get to my favorite part, we gotta go to the 5 do's and the 5 don'ts of what you learned about the industry.
The 5 do's and the 5 don'ts.
Correct.
So we could start with the don'ts. Keep your personal life off social media.
Say that one again.
Amen, brother.
Keep your personal life and your feelings and your emotions off social media, so people won't have the mindset to think that they can have their opinions on what you know, your life.
So one of the things is and that's such a powerful phrase. So I always tell people, like, if you looked at my Facebook page and you thought everything on my Facebook page was me, then you don't know me. Because the only thing on my Facebook page is either memes or my radio show. That has nothing to do with my character as a person.
I say the same thing.
And I purposely do that. So like if you don't have a conversation, you don't know me. So you can't be like, oh well, he's this and he's that because I saw it on his IG. Dog, I post dumb stuff all day. I post dumb stuff just to piss people off. Because I'll be like, yo, I know you're going to piss somebody off. And then there's some stuff I don't post because I know I got family members on my page.
I still post too, but my motto is...
Yeah, that's why you always defend.
Hey, look, we got me and you know who got beef right now, so it is what it is. But I tell folks, don't confuse my social media persona and my radio persona with who I really am.
My social media, I'm an angel.
But you got 4 different pages though, don't
I
you?
got 2.
You got 4 different pages.
Because I got
Yeah, oh,
the
now it's 3. It was 2 and
Antoinette.
then 3.
No, because they made the Lady Antoinette one
What had
completely
happened
separate
was
now. That's
Craig
what
and them
Facebook
said,
did.
yeah, Craig and them
Don't
said.
start with me. You the one who in jail.
Hey, look, I ain't in jail. They just, I ain't gonna. I'm trying to keep us on the air, so I ain't gonna get into it.
Right.
Hey, look,
right.
I'm a reformed man. Leave me alone. I've changed.
Since last year.
Yes, because I got put in jail too much. They restricted my views right now. Zuckerberg, if you hear me, man, I love you, man.
Why did you say his name?
Because I love you, bro, man. Please stop restricting my views, dog. No, I'm being polite this time. I'm not cussing at him, but I'm not cussing at him. I'm appealing to his warmer side because I need my views back, dog. You're killing me right now, bro. I'm not even hitting 1,000 views on my show right now, bro. You're killing me. I'm trying to get some sponsors. I'm trying to work with a brother, bro. Come on, man. I ain't said nothing bad about you for a whole year, man. Come on.
No, it hasn't been a whole year yet.
Okay, 9 months. Leave me alone.
Okay,
I'm just saying. I'm a new man.
No.
Let people see my show, dog.
Look, you're supposed to speak the truth.
I am.
No.
Right,
Leave me
back to
alone.
our guest.
All right, back to the show. I'm sorry.
Don't you got?
I got the show tomorrow.
You have no friends.
Mm.
You have no friends. Never get comfortable.
Never be comfortable.
Always stay hungry. Always remember what got you here. That's what keeps you, going forward. I don't really know 5. I'm still learning. I just know
I mean, you get what you got.
That's the most beautiful thing you said right there.
you
You don't know, but you're still learning.
Yeah,
Hey, bring my grammar along.
No, I
I'm
already
just
keep
saying.
Murray.
I was listening to Keith Murray the other day. Lee, I told you I'm old school. Leave me alone. I was listening to EPMD too. Shit.
But never get comfortable with something that a lot of people fall victim to.
Yeah.
See, a lot of y'all dudes call yourself local legends or like your album's double wood. Like the only person that can
You know what local legend
your
means?
mother and your brother.
You know what
Like,
local legend means? You can get some free drinks at the bar. That's
No,
about
no,
it. That's all that is, the local legend.
Local
First of all,
legend
time out.
street.
Time out. These niggas ain't getting drinks at the bar. You giving them way too much
That
credit.
is, because that local legend
Let
means
me
you
tell you
hot on
something.
your street.
So,
That's it.
so don't call yourself a local legend. If I go on your streaming platform and all your songs have 1,000 views because you haven't promoted none of your stuff. So that ain't a local legend. That's just lazy booking.
That's just
It's a
bullshit.
difference.
Yeah.
Like, and there's nothing wrong. And I ain't shitting on nobody that got 1,000 views, but you gotta promote yourself.
Yeah.
If you're not promoting yourself, when we did Money had 500,000 views by the end of last year.
Yeah.
But I promoted it. I was putting it on different playlists. I was like, it was something that we were doing. As the video stands right now, I think we got like 20,000 because I promoted. That's, people, when you do something, you got to keep on doing it. And you got to be consistent. So we got 20,000 of money. When we shoot our next video, I got to do 50. When we shoot the video after that, we got to do 100. Don't talk to me about I got 1 million views but you sleeping on your mama's couch. Because you only did it halfway. You got to continue to grind. Don't get comfortable. You got comfortable because you did I could put a blindfold on, go to the basketball court and shoot 10,000 times. Just because I made one shot blindfolded does not make me the next LeBron James. It just makes me a lucky ass dude who shot that shit. Period.
But we do. That's why I was asking about how you feel hip hop is going, because unfortunately there are a lot of people in your generation right now that are screaming, "I'm the GOAT." I'm like, brother, who are
I'm
you?
gonna put my foot up their ass.
Oh God.
Why you gotta be so violent?
But my point is that I don't even know who they are.
Hey, mama don't even know who they are.
Who are you? And you talking about you the GOAT. So unfortunately, that's a trend.
When your mama won't share your shit, something wrong.
Fortunately, I was always told, king don't crown himself.
There you go.
Brother, oh my God. Oh my God. You don't know how many times I done said that, bro.
No, you ain't never said. I ain't never even said that.
Not on this show. Not on this show. On my show, because I talk about Gilbert Arenas. I talk about Gilbert Arenas all the time, giving himself nicknames and all this and that. Like, you don't give yourself a nickname. Other folks give you a name because you're great.
Nickname, but he said specifically, he said a king does not crown himself.
It's the same thing about when you call yourself the hibachi because you're so hot. and nobody else does, but because you want to have a nickname because you consider yourself great as opposed to other folks.
You ain't a king. We talking about the actual.
You get crowned a king by your peers, right?
Just take a shot.
That means you don't call yourself king, just like LeBron James. He didn't crown himself king. They called him king. Gilbert Arenas called himself Agent Zero, the Hibachi, all that bullshit. I'm bringing my sports team because I didn't get a chance to talk sports earlier.
No,
You didn't have a chance.
No, I didn't.
I can hear it.
No, I didn't.
Like, I can tell you he's mad at you.
I can't because I can't stand that little sorry
You didn't
motherfucker.
play no more.
Because I met that nigga at the bar. I met that nigga at the bar, and he was such an arrogant prick. I wanted to knock him out that day, and I ain't never have a chance to, and I still want to.
Do we need to set that up? I mean,
But see, y'all made that
that's gonna make
segue.
you
I was
better.
talking about the nickname aspect. See, y'all brought the other stuff
Can
up.
we get back to the interview?
Yeah, we can get back to
right,
it. I'm
because
sorry.
you really
You
mad.
are really
You
aggressive.
big man.
Y'all done gave me two different tequilas. This is y'all fault.
Dog, you ain't say Gilbert
And then
Arenas.
when you name yourself Agent, okay.
I was talking about Gilbert. I can't stand that
He was
dude.
like, and Gilbert Arenas.
Cause me and him had beef on Twitter before, and the punk motherfucker blocked me. I told him let's see what. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying,
Okay.
you know, I got some unresolved issues. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can tell.
I'm sorry.
So,
Sorry.
CP3, I do need you to talk for a second.
All right, what's up?
So, if I go to sleep a little bit.
Gotta go night, night,
nigga.
nigga.
Dudes. I ain't hear all the dudes.
Oh, yeah, let's do the dude.
I actually had one more.
Don't you got another?
Yeah, I kind of had like one more. Don't. This one is a little bit
Don't be
more important.
CP3.
Please don't.
There's a couple artists, not too many, who came before me who I looked up to and admired. But the don't is never put your ego in the driver's seat. You know, it'll drive you crazy. And I
Amen.
say that because there's artists that, like I said, I looked up to growing up, but they let me down because of who they became once they felt fulfilled, or they got comfortable, and it's just like, wow. And I guess in essence I learned to stop. It's nothing wrong with idolizing people. It's as long as you use it to your benefit to, be a better you. But I just seen how artists come up and they just get so forgetful. And that's one thing that I learned. I don't got another don't. I know you said 5. but
We
I-
might be
that's-
talking about the same artists.
So what's the dudes?
The dudes is be yourself. Have a trustable team that believes in you like you believe in you. Don't follow sheep. That's a don't. That's a don't.
So you have more don'ts than you thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean the dudes is just be you and have fun. It's not really a list. This is not things that I really think about. I mean,
But what you say is so important. We say be you and have fun. A lot of people, they want to be something else. So
yeah,
when you come off and here's the thing, a genuine person knows when a person is not genuine.
yeah,
No
And
bullshit.
you be like, damn, I can't fuck that dude.
yeah,
They got bad energy or something like.
yeah,
I won't like if I feel somebody is got bad energy.
yeah,
Y'all be like, oh, what's up, and I walk away because I don't even want to deal with that because something ain't right with them.
yeah.
So when you being you, if you and you cool, you always gonna be cool.
Be you. Keep God first and have a solid team around you. That's it. This is a game. It's supposed to be fun. That's all it really is. It's not really a manual to this. How people think it is. People complicate it. The simplest thing. And that's just one thing.
Say
I
that
learned.
again. Please say that again. Please.
You complicate the simplest things.
Yes,
Bruh.
because you need to listen. You're
Social
right.
media
No,
plays a-
I know this. I take it to the simplest degree. Other folks want to put multiply by X times 2, add it.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, bro, it ain't that complicated.
Social media plays a huge part, but it's not. Social media is really like the people on it. So just you be yourself, and that's all it really is. It's not really too much with the dudes.
I'm gonna say I'm pleasantly surprised by this interview. You know what? Alcohol is involved, but the real feelings are coming out. I'm pleasantly surprised by this interview. We've had some great guests recently, but This young man is
Well,
definitely.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
What makes a great interview is the fact that they're not afraid to talk, and they are not afraid to let it to be themselves.
Exactly.
So I mean,
That's
it's comfortable
true.
here.
However, like I said earlier, he seems to be in a good headspace. That's what it is, and I do commend you for that.
Definitely, definitely.
So much.
So CP3,
Yes, sir.
it is my favorite part of the show.
What that is, the favorite part of the show is bars at the bar.
So basically, we don't care if you freestyle, we don't care if it's written, we don't care if you sing, you rap. We just want to hear some bars.
Bars is rapping.
Or you can do whatever.
You can do whatever. You can sing,
and-
you can
and
rap,
a verse.
whatever you want to do. Bars at the bar,
It could be a verse.
whatever you feel right now.
Oh, you want you want spit? Oh, so you don't want
You can
sing
spit,
a
you
verse,
can sing.
want spit.
You can spit and sing,
There
bruh.
you go.
Show your versatility, baby. You,
It
bruh.
don't even- as far as singing, if you want to cover somebody else's stuff, that's fine. We
Bruh,
just want to hear you. And
You
your
streaming worldwide right
Man,
now.
the only catch is when people always ask me, yo, why we do this acapella? I want to really hear you.
Okay, so
You got a worldwide audience right now to show what you can do.
You only need to spit yourself. But if you want to sing to whatever you want to sing that shows us your talent,
This
whether
is,
it's yours
this
or
is
something
you.
classic,
Yeah.
whatever.
Show your talent, baby.
Okay, well,
What
go
you
ahead,
feel
Brad.
comfortable doing. This
It
is
could be a
your
work
time to
in my
shine.
house.
sing one of the songs. Can I sing the chorus from All Night Long?
Bro, you can do whatever you want. This is your interview, bro. This is you. This is your time to shine.
Oh, so if you're rolling with me tonight, baby, come get it. We gonna be all night. You know I wanna love you all night long. Cause I know what to do to turn you on. So put it on me like it's been too long. You know I wanna feel you all night long.
All right, we hear your pipes. We hear you. With your loud sound.
That shit is making me.
We good with that.
I was about to testify.
That shit make me mad. 'Cause I ain't got that type of talent.
I was about to confess some shit. I'm about to testify and confess some shit I done did in the past. Hey, I just got that church vibe all of a sudden, dog. I just,
You want to go back? You want to tell them?
Nah, I ain't confessing shit on
Okay.
camera, dog. No. We do that off
Not on
camera.
camera.
Yeah, we do that off camera. Yeah.
But now we hear you. You got some pipes.
That was dope. That was dope. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised, by.
Surprise.
Look, man, it's been a rough 2 weeks, man. Don't be worrying about my grammar, all right? You know what I mean. See, they gonna feed me tequila all night. They gonna talk about when my speech gets slurred. Y'all surprised.
I'm so surprised.
Yo, see, these are the friends that I got. They gonna apply me with alcohol, make me take a shot of some Mexican tequila, and then talk about me when I start slurring my speech. See, this is the love of that. See, I'm about to get out of here, man. y'all ain't gonna keep on treating me like this. I swear, man, y'all treat me like a redheaded stepchild around here. But
I'm not even gonna go there.
see, this is why I love
You were.
I forgot what I was saying. Cause y'all keep on fucking with me.
Supplies.
I was pleasantly. Hey, look, you felt what I was saying though. You know what I meant. I was pleasantly surprised
Okay, there you
You
go.
know.
by the artist and the information that you gave, how eloquent you were, and the talent that you have. Honestly, you can ask these two. When I saw, like I said, when I saw your picture, I was like, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But to hear your music and to have an interview with you and hear how you think and hear your thought process and see your thought process and see your team, I am pleasantly surprised and I am glad I was wrong.
I was worried. You saw
He
you saw a
probably
bunch of
thought
big
you was a
words.
mumble rapper. That's all.
No, I can really spit.
That's what I'm saying.
I'ma
The fact
tell
that
you,
came in here
I thought you was a skinny
he was
jean
like,
wearing
oh.
dude. I thought you was a skinny jean wearing dude that just had it was a one hit wonder that was just going to, not have nothing to say. But you actually have insight, actually have thought process, a good team around you, and you have a good base, which is, like I said, I'm glad to see it. I deal with a lot of youth that don't have that, so it's very good to see someone that does have that.
Yeah. And that's what it's all about, man. Just really installing balance, man. That's all it is.
I always love to see your face when you don't know what you're gonna get.
Exactly, and that's why I love this show because I like I say I'm not the most optimistic person in the world. I've seen
Really?
I've seen some things and done some
That's
things.
No.
Hold on, that's so surprising. God.
See what I'm trying to see? When I'm trying to be sincere from the heart, you see what I get? I get ridiculed.
What are you telling me?
I'm trying to be sincere and from the heart.
Sincere.
Sincere, son.
Oh,
Sincere.
No,
I'm trying to relate to the New York nigga. I'm just saying.
You can spit. You can spit.
Yeah, you can definitely spit. Like I say, I just love.
Hold on, we gonna get Sylvester the cat to stop talking. Succotash.
Hey man, look, you feed me the alcohol, goddamn.
You keep saying that. All right, let's go. Let's hit the spit.
I done seen dope heads, seen crack get sold, niggas selling their souls so they won't get exposed. I done seen good girls going turn into hoes, seen guns go off, seen tags on toes. Living in the 215, we call it the grimy city. My niggas wanted to eat, so they had to get grimy with me. Trying to stay out of trouble, but trouble will find us. Talking brotherly love, but nothing to find trust. When you living in the jungle, you trying to stay humble. Wanna black out like my clothes and go off like that gun do. Wanna make it out was told, gotta be patient, feeling like I'm fucking slave and working on this plantation. Every day this
I think he channeled a little. He must. I think he channeled a little bit of me through that joint, man. When I heard that, I was like, yeah, I feel that.
He was like,
you wanna know something? That was actually like one of the first raps I spit. I was like 15, 16. So I haven't rapped in a while. But that was like something that I did on the side. Like,
yeah, you should really explore doing both.
Exactly, you should because you can.
You wish, like honestly, you can sing, you can rap. Like that, I was like, why
Don't like you say, don't categorize yourself.
yeah,
Let it flow and expand and see where you can go with it. Because you have a unique sound and you can flow on the R&B side or on the rap side. And I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna send you some tracks that I done made and see if you might want to flow on some of them. I got some R&B, I got some dubstep, I got some hip hop, I got all different types of beats that I made. But you have a versatile sound that. All right, I'm gonna throw this out there. I've been watching America's Got Talent, and it's some unique folks out
I didn't
there.
expect that.
I like Simon. I like Simon. You know, he be letting motherfuckers know on the real.
I'm so proud of CP3 because every time I talk to him, this nigga was watching
I was watching the Discovery ID or
Right,
Chicago
yeah,
PD or some shit like that. Another First 48 and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because you got to know how to get away with the crimes before you commit them.
You know what?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
But we're gonna go back to him.
Want to say
But
it,
I'm just saying. I've been watching. I watched that show, and it's a lot of different people that have different talents, musically, stunt wise, or whatever. I feel like I'm pleasantly surprised by.
If you say that word one more time.
Because that's the only way. That's the only way I can describe it. Because I told you before when we saw the picture, I was like, oh, he's gonna be some mumble rapper that don't have nothing to say, that don't have nothing on his mind. But I am happy when I am wrong. I don't mind being wrong. When I'm right, it don't do shit for me. When I'm wrong, I love it because I have no problem being wrong.
Because the thing is, you gotta learn that it's always tasty. You can't judge it by its color.
Exactly. And he exactly said that. I looked at the picture. I was like,
but you gotta be able to open your mouth because you don't know what they're gonna sound.
That's why I just stepped back and said, let me hear this music.
The thing is, I could bring a dude in here that looks like the quintessential rapper. He got the jewelry, he got the look, and then we say, yo, can you spit? And he
can't do a damn thing.
He
couldn't put two parts together.
Let me say this. Some of your influences do that. Okay, so when I hear your songs, I do hear a little bit of Trey Songz. Trey Songz was a rapper. And they were like, you can sing, like really good. So he switched over. Chris Brown will do both. And one of your influences you said was Usher. One of the most famous quotes from one of his songs as far as Usher is from Nice and Slow. When he had his little...
He definitely did. Yeah, I haven't rapped in years. I kind of like brung that out and I was like, damn, like, should I spit that? Like,
yeah, you should. Yes, I'm glad you did.
I did what I did.
Yeah, and that as an artist, the best place to be as an artist is to where you're able to be free to express yourself through music however you choose to express it. So if you feel inclined to spit something on one of your own tracks, do that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we like what we hear. So if we like both, and you put both in the track, and guess what, it might be a hit. There you go.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'll spit a full 16 next time I come up here. That's a promise.
All right.
That's a promise.
There you go.
So, what do you about? What you can find your music at?
It'll be up on all platforms all night long. It's coming out at the end of June. It'll be out on every platform. And the project, it's still in the works. Everything is done from the project. It's just all about timing and figuring out when we're going to release it. So, yeah. My story is on YouTube. Everything.
Is that gonna be on digital platforms as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. I think time is always important because when you release a project at the right time, like a lot more people gravitate towards it and stuff like that.
And I heard some summertime vibes in it, so
yeah. That's the La Vista record. That was specifically for the summertime.
Vibes.
What's your all-time favorite video?
I'm about to play Usher song. Some Usher.
All-time favorite video? I would gotta say probably Michael Jackson, The Way You Make Me Feel.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Explain. Tell us what
I like the storyline behind it. And keep in mind, that's what I feel right now. Like that's probably one of the most difficult questions I could ever get asked in an interview is, what's your favorite this or what's your favorite that? Because each artist hits me different. And it's always I'm in the moment type of person. So it's like, right now how I'm feeling, like Michael Jackson is like the storyline behind it is like my favorite right now.
You and that Michael Jackson joint. You are not alone in one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs.
Yeah.
Can you do something real quick, CP3?
What's that there is, sir?
Talking to goddamn mic.
I am talking to the mic. My mic, you know, when the tequila involved, my voice changed like 6-7 different times.
You also forget where the mic is.
You know what?
Because it's been many times. I'm like,
look, y'all bringing different types of tequilas in here. You know, tequila's my weakness.
You only had 2 sips.
You see the sips that I took, man?
That's whose fault is that?
Hey, look. It's at the bar radio. Y'all encourage me to drink, and then when I drink, when I criticize how you might drink. I swear I can't be in this toxic environment, people. I swear. You guys are going to stop persecuting me like this. You're going to open the bottle for me and then get upset when I drink.
We about to have a whole...
No, you probably...
Wait, we're going to have a whole entire session. Victim 101.
Look.
This is what you
already know. I'm not taking responsibility for nothing.
We know this.
Exactly.
You know what the Cookie Monster is?
No.
Like 1 cookie, 2 cookies. You opened the last 3 cookies.
But y'all put the bottles on the table, so it's y'all fault. I'm not taking responsibility for shit here. It's at the bar radio. I told you I like brown. You guys bring white. And then be like, drink some, it'll be okay. And then when I do, and then you're shocked at what happens after I drink. It's not my fault.
Somebody gave me that for my birthday.
I don't care. You said open the bottle. If it's a bottle in front of me, it's going to get open.
Time out. Let's have the bottle.
Yes, you did before the show.
I want you to get the Mexican one.
But it's tequila involved. Look, y'all gonna stop trying to blame me. It's y'all fault. I'm not taking responsibility, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yes, sugar free.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
You got anything, CP3? That's not being your fault.
I pretty much said all I had to say. I like what I hear.
Okay.
I like what I hear, and just keep doing what you're doing, bro. You got a good team around you. It sound like you got a good mind, a good head on your shoulders. You got good people around you. Just keep doing what you love, and you will go far, bro.
I appreciate it. Means a lot to me.
Glad to be here.
Well, first I want to say thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You have definitely, you're a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
The only thing I can really say to you is be true to self. I'm sure I don't have to say it, but just be true to self. Like I said, you are in a good headspace. You have a good team. You're talented. If you just take that home and embrace it and run with that, you're good to go.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I mean, we definitely want to definitely have you back.
I owe you a 16. I owe you a 16.
Bruh, we here next week grilling. Come back through. Come back through. I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna have some. Man, bro, it's gonna be going throw down.
So during the summertime, we try to grill at least once or twice.
At least once or twice a month.
You know, we do work on Sundays, so but you know, sometimes people will call me and be like, "Yo, man, I'm coming to your house to grill."
Unlock the door, nigga.
But door unlocked, what you gotta do. So you know, we like to have fun and invite people back, and we definitely want to have you back. I look forward to when the project drops. You know, we actually support. So I think I've already liked it, and I may have left a comment. If not, I'll definitely go back through and leave a comment. We are big on support.
I'll let you know I'll be playing your track tomorrow night on Sports on the Hill podcast on my radio show. So I'll be sending that. Yeah, so I'll be sending it out. No, I have my own radio show also, so I'll be playing that doing I play all the independent artists just like we play on here. So like I said, if it's good music, I have no problem sharing it because I am a music head myself also. You do have
the time. But give you something organic. Like I said, it's easy for me to listen to the track and just say, "Yo, it's all dope, y'all." When we get there, we gonna tell you. I like to see everybody's opinion and how they feel. And this sounds big freestyle.
Yeah, and if he was to tell me it was good and it was bad, I'm gonna look at him side.
Yeah, we both gonna like, nigga, what was you drinking that?
Right.
Exactly. Because we always, like I said, exactly. And that's why I love him because he always waits to play the music until show day.
That's respect.
He doesn't play it before, so we can get a buffer on it, and we give our honest, unadulterated cut. I'm an asshole, so if you have some boo boo, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, dog, you need to go flip some fries at McDonald's.
My face, like if I don't like this.
So if we genuinely give you a thumbs up, that means you doing what you're doing, bro.
My man, the lady incident was out. My man came through and he wanted to play all his cuts from his album, and then he played me his title cut, and I was like, that ain't it. I told him straight to the face. I was like, the other cut, he wound up making a video for the other cut, but the one I like, I was like, yo, that should be your lead single. And I was like, no disrespect, but that would be the banger. And you know, he didn't took it on the chin. He didn't take it though. We was hating or anything. When we critique something, it's out of love, but it's not like we want to tear
never
people
hate,
down.
bro. Never
I'd rather
hate.
build people up than tear people down.
I kind of see that like lately with my generation with you got the old head mentality or things like that. So I actually love to get whether it's constructive criticism or just an honest opinion from people who come before me because that's how you're gonna learn. My influences is from everybody who comes before me, so I appreciate that.
So, but we appreciate the music. We definitely gonna be playing the video. We definitely gonna be playing the song. As soon as my DJ gets his laptop, I used to do these things called the indie mix, where I would send him my Spotify mix off my songs off of Spotify. But right now his laptop crashed, so he can't do it. But I was like sending my songs, and then he could just go through and mix them, and actually he play the mix for like 15 to 20 minutes. As soon as he gets up a new laptop and then get that MacBook fixed, we'll be doing that again too. But I love the energy. Like when people come in here and they're not afraid to talk, they got good energy. It just makes a fun show. And then then we got CP3 we thrown up in the bathroom.
I don't want to know because I'm sure the milk yesterday, along with the tequila today, is not a mix. I'm sure it's not.
Like, what would make you think that would be a good combination? You got anything for us, Lady Internet, before we get out of here?
No, I pretty much said, all that I needed. I mean, I feel like this is a good artist. You're definitely talented. And like I said, just be you. I can't wait to see what is to come. So keep us posted. Once you come here, you're part of the family. So we always want support. You've had new stuff coming out, all that. If you want to come on, we've had people come out and decide just to kind of vent on some things.
That was a great show.
So we have different people, whatever. If you want to say, hit us up, hey, I'm going to come out there, to do this, do that, whatever. By all means, let us know.
You got CP3.
Like I said, I'm encouraged by your talent. I'm encouraged by your mindset. I'm encouraged by the way you're approaching the game.
Appreciate it.
Because we talk to a lot of independent artists and
Yeah.
they don't have it. They don't get it.
Yeah.
And the way I feel is like you get it.
Yeah.
Like you're destined for some big things in your life.
Yeah.
And I'll be proud to say that he was on At the Bar Radio and we interviewed him before he made it big. But I'm gonna throw you a beat so I can try to get some of those residuals too. But
Can I ask you one question?
sure.
What's CP3 mean? Is it Chris Paul?
No.
I've been thinking it.
my name
That's
is
his initial.
my name is Carol Porter III, and
Yeah.
I'm CP3 with the number 3.
That's dope.
Well, with the Roman numeral 3, not the number 3, because CP3 has that trademark. So I have my sports radio show where I talk sports on a regular. So I try to link CP3 in with that and try to get a little, you know, it's all about the Google, baby. It's all about the hashtag, baby.
Here's the most crazy thing I can tell you. He hates basketball.
I ain't gonna hold on. I'm not gonna say I hate basketball. I don't like basketball in the current state that it is. I'm an old school basketball head. I miss pick and rolls. Yeah, I'm 43. I'm sorry.
Old school women too.
Yeah, because these new school women, they can't cook. All they can do is we just talked about that because we just talked they can't cook. All they can do is DoorDash, and that's about it. They can order you some shit like a motherfucker.
They said,
But when you say go ahead in the kitchen cook something, baby, they're like I cook better than most of the females that I date.
Well, then you need to start dating different females.
Who you telling?
I've been.
I got to get out the DMV. This shit is crazy.
No. You need to stop going for ratchet.
Through your hair, neither.
It ain't about going for ratchet. I've had different types of females in my life. I do like ratchet because you can.
That's why
because it cuts straight to the point. You ain't got time for all of that BS going back and forth, being all proper. Look,
But I do like.
I'm a ratchet nigga. But I'm also a classy nigga when I need to be. It's like I'm a good asshole because I'm an asshole when I need to be. I'm not an asshole all the time. See, there's rules to this shit here.
And I wrote me a manual.
Exactly. We working on that right now. So it's just that it's just crazy. I was nice. I was nice this week. I didn't cuss nobody out. I didn't disrespect nobody.
Yeah.
The show's almost over, so I think we're pretty safe.
No, because after we finish, I guess we gotta talk about the Asian hate real quick.
Oh yeah, you might. Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, I might. Being part black and Asian, I might have to. Yeah. But
you know, I need a shot.
Time bill when we can't get.
Huh?
Talk about how sleepy Joe gave him.
We gonna touch on a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, we gonna talk about that.
Oh, we can talk about a whole. We can talk about a whole.
Let me tell you this: you're a great artist, great movement, but I got cussing people out.
Oh shit! Let me buckle up. Let me pour another drink.
So the first question you gotta ask one. So let's talk about what pissed me off. What pissed me off is the fact that there was a little kid that was he was 6, and his bike was in a neighbor's yard, and he was shot at, and they would have to be Asian, but he was shot and hit
in the arm
by the bullet.
And mind you, if he's little, so if he moved, it would have hit him.
Yeah.
Right. And
so the guy was like either $1,000 or $10,000 bond. He didn't know he's free.
It was loud.
It's funny. As a black man, our children can't even get justice. And it's frustrating when they can pass a bill about Asian hate, but they still haven't passed a bill to make it illegal to lynch black people. That's a fact. Fucking crazy. There are still bills that, and so when you vote, remember which I vote for. But there's still bills that, stuff that's passed, but slavery is still not illegal.
Not completely. Right.
Not completely. But yet, it seems like every other race bypasses what justice for black men. Now, instead of when George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, like, I don't want reparations, I want justice. How can we get justice when a grown man shot at a 6-year-old kid? And the police literally did nothing.
They locked
him up just to let him go.
See, it
wasn't police. You gotta keep that in mind. It's bigger than just law enforcement.
See, I was trying to behave.
It wasn't the officers. So in order for him to get out,
Yeah.
who set his bail?
The judge.
You see what I'm saying?
See, I was
So-
trying to behave today.
He was trying to be that.
I
Well,
was
I'm
trying
not.
to behave.
I started off, kind of going in on the single and bitter women. But I'm gonna be real with you. As we're screaming Black Lives Matter, we see
say
on the
don't.
regular that it's not true. With that said, they're not passing these laws, but then they're doing things that they think are going to appease us. Things like, oh, we're gonna take this syrup off of the counter because we feel like it's racially charged. We want to take Uncle Ben's off of the shelf. We want to take, and it's not just black men. It's black men, black women, but also Native Americans. They're going through the same thing. We're not hearing that. We don't even know that they're protesting because nobody's covering. We don't even know the struggles that they're going through because nobody's covering it. With that said, they're taking Land O'Lakes lady off. Remember, we got Land O'Lakes one day, and I was like, y'all notice the lady ain't on here no more. Because that's how they're trying to appease people.
So, in the midst of having cancer and putting a Band-Aid on it, that's the equivalent. So they're changing, and I grew up being a TC type. So now they've changed the name in July 1st. TC will no longer be called TC Williams.
Right.
It will be called the Alexandria Public High School or some dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
And they're saying because they found the name or that TC, the guy who was the name that I don't know but he was racist or something like that.
Yeah.
They knew that shit when they built it.
Yeah. But there was a surge of Confederate monuments and things, not right after.
But yeah, I remember when they took like the main CPIII talked about that because
Right.
I grew up in Old Town.
Right.
But
But that's my thing. They didn't do it. People are saying this is my heritage and this is
That's some
history.
bullshit.
But the problem is that these statues were not erected right after. They were strategically erected later on to be a reminder, a representation of a certain time frame. Way after. I can see if these statues were put up right after the war. These statues are not historic. These statues are not that old. Most of them are not. These schools are not that old. They're naming these things. They name these streets. If you go through Virginia, just Virginia,
Yes.
and you look at the names of these streets, you look at the names of these high schools, elementary schools, middle schools, you look at you go to government buildings and see what's around you. These things and a lot of these things are new. This is not history. This is not about history.
The crazy thing is, when I used to live down here back in the days, and I never went, and I used to cuss people out, and they'd be like, "Oh, you ever been to the Woodland plantation?" I'm like, the fuck? Why would I need to go to a
To a
plantation?
conversation. Mm-hmm.
Like,
I
that's
mean-
what white people do.
I mean, this is kind of a sticking point for me. You can't. We talk about the cancel culture. Even though the Civil War, and all of that stuff, segregation, is a fucked up subject, but by erasing it, you're erasing the black folks that actually contributed to the Civil War also. I know it isn't a shining point that we want to.
I disagree with that.
But if
I'm
you
not
erase it and take
answering
down the Confederate statues
No,
and want to
those
try to.
statues are not part of history. That's what we're saying. That's what.
Yeah, I understand it's not about. That's why we had the conversation that if they want to have a Confederate museum down in the southern Texas, where southern states where folks want to do it, that's cool, because that's what they want to contribute. Just like we have the African American Museum in D.C. So you can't be on one side and not be on the other.
I feel like this, and because once again, as where I grew up, when we moved down here from New York, and then having to deal with like New York, I didn't have a Confederate dude in the middle of King Street. When I went to Jamaica Avenue, all I saw was Negroes. So when we grew up and we in Washington Street, and like I said, when I had to cross the street, and then you standing on this flag, and then you standing on the thing, and you happen to read what the hell it says, and it's like, yo, right next to Ross, which it used to be a JCPenney's growing up, right next to Ross and the JCPenney's. It was. It's a grave over there, and it's and in that church it's this grave joint. It's the church of I forgot the name of the church, but it's a Confederate joint, a big ass joint of all the Confederate soldiers.
Right.
Like
That's the history of this country.
that's not my fucking history.
But
It's the history of this country,
okay,
though.
here's the problem that I have.
But I'm part of this country.
Where
And that's part of the history of this country.
where in
You can't live in a
history-
vacuum. It's all in the
But
same
hold
circle.
on. Let me say this. Let me just say, because people always talk about history. Okay, it is part of history. It can be in history books. I'm fine with that because that's what happened. I'm cool with that. Okay, but what I'm not cool with is this. Number one, the Confederate flag that we know is not the Confederate flag.
I
That
know.
is their battle flag.
I've said that
That
over
has
and over
nothing
again.
to
I
do
know.
with the Confederate Army
And
and,
that's what
things
makes
like
it
that,
so
other than the
laughable.
fact that that is their battle flag. That's number one.
That's what makes it
number
laughable.
two, they lost the war.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep putting up statues of people who
losers.
were traitors to the Union. Let's keep that in mind. Okay, that's what the whole war was about.
But you're acting like this is a fair battlefield. It's all right because it's all white. It's never going to be fair. It's never going to be looked at properly in our eyes
No,
because
no.
of the white privilege that this country exists of.
Right.
They're in
we know
it,
that
so
part.
they're never going to see it.
We
So no
know-
matter
we know
how
that
much
part.
we yell, no matter how much we march, they're never going to comprehend that shit.
But you gotta finish your point.
Right. What I'm saying is,
But it's,
is this. Okay, the reason why you don't see it in New York, because the white people up there in New York know that the people, the Confederate,
it was a different,
They
different
they
area.
lost.
Yeah, they was a yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
once you cross
what
the
I'm
Mason-Dixon,
saying-
it's different.
right. But what I'm saying is that these, first of all, black people tend to get brainwashed in regards to history.
Most
The
people get
same-
brainwashed.
The same goes for anyone who feels that celebrating the Confederate flag, putting up these statues and all that, oh, that's my history. Your history, okay, sure. But these are the losers. Why would we celebrate the losers?
But it's still history. No matter if you win, lose, or
No,
draw,
I said
it's
celebrate.
still history.
When you put up a statue,
You
you're
got people that's going to
celebrating
celebrate anything because they relate to it.
that person.
They relate because they look like them.
Correct.
Until we can understand the white psyche. Like I put a post out the other day because in one of my groups, somebody put a bullshit post about white privilege and it doesn't exist because
You
they
gotta go
haven't
back to
experienced. No, but you have to think about it. They're in the pond of white privilege. They've never been outside of it.
Correct.
So they don't understand the privilege that they have because they've never been neglected of it. Until you can point that shit out to them and confront, like I did today with a couple of my Republican buddies that's on my page, and I put the light in their eyes, like you've never had to think about getting killed on a routine police stop because you're in a car that they think that you shouldn't afford. They don't have that thought process because nobody's ever pulled them and said, how do you afford this BMW? Because you're a white male. But until you expose them to the differences of the comfort of they experienced through their whole life because of privilege that they didn't know they had, because they feel like if it's not monetary, if it's not, oh, I had to work hard for everything I had, and oh, I don't have privilege. No, you have privilege because you can get pulled over and don't have fear of losing your life or getting locked up because you're driving a car that's too nice for you or driving a neighborhood that they don't think you belong in. So until we can expose them and let them know that feeling, they're never going to see it. But until we communicate with them, we can't shut them down and shut them up because until we relate to them, it's not going to see it. Now with the opioid addiction, and now they want to, instead of putting people in jail, they want to put them in rehab. When the crack epidemic came out, what did they do? They put all the black motherfuckers in jail. But now that it's hitting little Jane and she's sucking dick for a motherfucking Percocet, now, oh, we need to have a program. Oh, the doctors are writing too many prescriptions for opioids because it's hitting home. Until we have that conversation and it relates to them, it's not going to mean shit. All this protesting, burning shit down, and getting mad at white people is never going to amount to shit until you can relate to them and communicate with them and let them understand where you're coming from. Because when it hits home and it's knocking on their front door, that's when they understand. Oh, I understand what you were going through now because it hit home.
We was talking about the
Well,
fact
but
that-
it's all wrapped up in one.
I know. But what I'm saying
Mm.
was that
Mm.
they were celebrating losers. I just want to point that out.
I mean, we celebrate folks to bring them up, to put them down. That's the American culture.
No, what I was saying was opening the door. Pretty much what you're saying.
I understand
to
what you're
do
saying, but this is what this
is what I'm
country is
doing.
based off of. By us saying that it needs to change isn't going to change it until the citizens stop getting fooled and distracted by the bullshit. It's not going to change. So we can, so we can sit here and spout it all we want, but until we awaken ourselves and can look ourselves in the mirror and say, you know what, I fucked up. I made a wrong choice. We're never going to change as a people. Black, white, Asian, whatever the fuck.
Who messed up? Who made a wrong choice?
Everyone has a role in this.
Correct. I want to know. I'm asking you.
I mean, it's a cumulative effect. It's from the outsiders, the insiders, the people that's living it every day. We all have a role in this, and because some folks want to get butthurt and get offended or get defensive when stuff starts getting shined in their light, and they might relate to it like, "Oh yeah, you did this, you did that." Well, that's not who I am. True, but until you learn the lesson and don't repeat those mistakes, you're never going to better yourself. So you can blame the white man, you can blame the government, you can blame all the motherfuckers you want. But when you can't look yourself in the mirror and say, I gave myself the best chance to succeed, that's all that matters.
So let me ask you this. When you look at yourself in the mirror,
you didn't see the slow walk.
I saw it coming, and that's why I can say after going,
like, you didn't see it?
And that's cool because, like I said, I've always taught. We talked about therapy and seeking help and finding out who you. After therapy, going through therapy for a year and a half after my dad died, and almost having a nervous fucking breakdown. Now I know who I am. I love who I am, and I can embrace who I am. And that's the problem. I mean, on the show, like I said, don't get my radio persona mixed up with my real life persona. Yeah, off the show. I just say shit is for effect.
No, off the show.
I just say it for effect sometimes just to get the effect. Sometimes, yeah, but sometimes I just have that feel. But you have to take responsibility for the actions you wrote, the role that you play in your life. You can't always blame someone else because the one.
Do you hear that?
Look,
he said, take action.
Like I say, don't confuse my radio persona with my. Look, we're not putting. I am Carol talking right now. I'm not CP3. Look, this is Carol talking right now. This isn't CP3.
I'm repeating what you said.
CP3 is a different persona.
So he said, take action for the role that you play in your own life. And stop blaming other people.
On this show, I can blame y'all.
We know.
You know the funny thing about this is, every time I hear CP3 talk and he get all passionate and militant stuff, I always think of that scene of, and I'm going to get you stuck.
No, you talking about it, Minister Society be knocking the kids out.
and no. He's a pro-black dude, and he's like, we see my Nubian queen.
I told you I don't have no problem. Hey, I told you the only colors I worry about is green and pink. Money, weed, and pussy.
I'm just saying you be talking this Black Power, pro-black.
Because I'm saying my thing is because with the pro-black movement, it kills me because it's so hypocritical.
Well, it is.
Because you want to demonize the police force for putting all black people in one category, but then you're putting the police force in the same category when there are good cops that's out there trying to do the right thing.
I was one of the main ones that said it.
I know that, but I'm not speaking about you. I'm speaking about most of the people that's out there.
But the thing about it is, though, too, is you got to remember when you've seen it from a different aspect. Like, I was cool with cops until they locked my brother.
I was cool till I got put on the motherfucking hood.
And the thing was, it's how they did it.
Mm-hmm.
They knocked on the door like we knew them.
Yeah.
And, and as a child, you don't think, oh, my brother is selling drugs. You think, damn, this nigga's just like my brother. And that's what I thought for a long time. Keep in mind, as a child, they was giving us Redskins cards before I found out I hated the Redskins. But,
Dude, I got pulled over walking down the street and got put on the hood, gun at my head. July, middle of the day, they've been driving around, told me the hood was hot. I was like, dude, this hood is hot. If you move, I'm going to put a bullet in your fucking head. This is what the motherfucker told me. Walking down the street, minding my business with two of my buddies. Going to McDonald's to get something to eat.
You stay in McDonald's. I'm sorry. That was
the dollar menu be saving a nigga life, all right? Brother, times be hard.
You know people go to the dollar menu.
Because niggas broke.
No.
I'm just saying, I've been on both sides of it. I've been harassed. I've been beaten. I've been taken for a ride. And my mom worked for the police department for 15 years as a civilian. And I've ate dinner across from some of these police officers. So all of them aren't bad.
No, they're not. Because I've had, even after that situation, even Fairfax, I've had good conversations with cops.
Well, my whole family's police officers.
Yeah, the first person I sold a car to was the third highest ranking police official in PG County.
So,
But no, my whole family's police
Yeah.
officers.
We have a good report to this day.
So let's get ready to wrap this up. We'll take some pictures with our guests and what you got going on tomorrow, CP3?
As always on Sports OTHP Monday night, we'll be covering the Nationals starting off the show. We'll be talking some NHL playoff hockey just to give a recap of what's going on. And I believe I might have Paul, the boxing guy, on to come on to talk some boxing. We also have some of the greatest insight with the Washington football team. I'm working on getting Julie Donaldson back on again for a second year in a row, talking about the draft picks in the upcoming training camp. So we just got so much involved going on right now. You got the Nationals trying to get their act together.
Are you drinking tequila on your show?
Nope. Excuse me. See what happens?
That's how you feel?
No, I am not, for reasons just like that. But we'll be talking Nationals. We'll be talking some Wizards because unfortunately they got put out of the playoffs. We'll be talking some Washington football team. There'll be training camp be opened up down in Richmond in a couple of weeks. I might be able to finagle some things. I'm still working with some of the contacts that I have. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get some player interviews or not. But stay tuned for that on Sports on the Hill podcast. Also, if you're looking for a new, used, or pre-owned certified vehicle, come on down at Waldorf Honda at 2450 Crane Highway. Holler at your boy CP3 because we can get that deal done. New credit, no credit, bad credit. We're going to get that thing taken care of. And as always, check out sportsothp.com for all of our great content. Sports OTG apparel. You can hit me up about the Eric Kuzma t-shirts. You can hit me up about the website with all the banners, coffee mugs, phone covers. Just hit me up, man. Support the movement. DC Sports or the politics. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a motto. It's what we do, baby.
All right.
If every time you sell a car, you got to take a shot of Pete.
And that's why that bottle's half empty right now.
I know.
Next week we'll have brown liquor.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll make sure of it.
I mean, I got champagne.
You know what?
What the fuck is champagne? Just make a nigga want to piss.
Oh my God.
What you got? What you got going on?
Well, I am officially going to be back by the time we get back here next week. Back on my distilleries.
Back on your alcohol.
You know what? You done?
Huh? I said that out loud. I'm sorry.
Drink something.
I didn't mean to say that out loud. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you said it. So, in celebration of Juneteenth, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I have CP3 take a shot of,
Of what?
I'm thinking Uncle Nearest.
Oh yeah, we have Uncle Nearest.
Yeah,
Uncle Nearest.
My co-host, she brought Uncle Nearest. People don't know Uncle Nearest is the slave that Jack Daniels stole the recipe from.
Right. So we're definitely gonna pay honor to Nathaniel.
And if y'all want to come through,
Nathaniel Green.
If you want to come through next week, like I said, Father's Day special. I'm grilling. Come through, have a great show, studio audience.
You might do a 5-hour podcast.
It's possible. It might go 24 hours. Who knows? Hey, shit, we working on. We only working on 3 tonight, but normally, yeah, sometimes we get 4 or 5 hours. But come on through. Go throw some food in the grill. Yeah, I got to work in the morning too. But we're going to throw some food in the grill. Come through, shoot some footage. Come through, show your support for At the Bar Radio, Sports OTHB, Lady Antoinette. Because we're going to have a good time. I might charge you for a plate, but, it's some good food.
Oh,
so.
my God. Well,
hey, look.
When I hit up this distillery, I'm going to one on Friday evening.
Don't come in with no half a gallons in your bag on Sunday.
First of all,
that should be scary.
First of all, if I have too much in my hands, I'm going to put it in my bag so that I can bring it into the studio.
Then they wonder why I get loose later.
I'm just saying, what? Let me tell you something.
Y'all apply me with alcohol and then be surprised at what I do when I'm on it.
It's not my fault that you don't know how to act.
It ain't my fault y'all bringing bottles the size of motherfucking submarines and shit.
Wait, that was, first of all, that wasn't, it was 1800 and it was margarita mix. It was fine.
Yeah, but it was a big ass bottle.
But did you die?
No, I didn't. But we almost got taken off the air though.
Not that week.
Oh, the week after. But
yeah.
It's still alcohol.
No, I think when we had the Maker's Mark is when you.
Yeah.
So that was your brown. Yeah. That was your brown.
I'm a 1730 XO motherfucker.
Okay, but I bought Maker's Mark.
First of all, look. So money. Stop saying that.
I got it for my birthday. That's about it.
No.
That's why we trying to get a sponsor now.
Bro, because you talking about 150 a shot, you gonna be sipping that shit slow.
Man, bro, I can still taste that. from like 10, 15 years ago,
Wow,
bro. I can
what?
still taste. It was 150 a shot, but that shit was still. I can still taste that 50
And they
this day,
reminisce
bro.
over you, Mike.
Bro, that Louis 13th ain't nothing to play with, dog. When I hit it, I'm gonna get a bottle, and when you get some, you're gonna feel the same way, man.
But, if I can't have it all the time, well, that ain't gonna teach my soul like that.
It's like good cooch. When you get it, you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna miss it when it's gone, but when it's there, you're gonna love it.
I don't know what to say.
I'm just gonna play
You
a song
know
on
what
the
to
side.
say about.
I don't know what to say
You know what to say about that.
About you?
No.
I said I don't know what to say
Oh,
about
about me?
you.
It's Sunday.
What song y'all want me to end with? You want me to run the new Renegade joint? You want me to play?
He want party, so whatever it is, he want party.
Let's throw a Renegade joint on there and the Flex 360 joint, the sex joint. The one he made the video for. You got that joint?
I didn't know the video.
I played it. I played
Do
on
I have the
Sports on
song?
the.
I think I got the song.
Yeah, I played it on Sports on the Hill last week.
If you have the song, then I must have it.
Yeah, it's on the YouTube channel.
I got the song.
Cause I'm trying to be in the next video. He has some nice things in that video.
Of course.
You be quiet. You be
No,
quiet.
no, I'm not going to be quiet because you acting like a whole thought on this show
Look,
today.
hey, look. Alcohol is involved. I've been working hard. Sometimes brother need to, you know, You know what I'm saying?
Like, you keep saying it. You keep saying alcohol is involved. The name of this show is at the bar.
That's why it's a good excuse.
You sit behind a bar.
That's why it's a good
And he
excuse.
blames the bar.
It ain't my fault. It's on the YouTube channel, but I ain't put it on my joint yet. I just played it last week.
He about to say something.
I ain't saying it.
I got to deal with it.
Bring it on yourself.
That's the whole guy.
Between we on.
Me too. Got the body.
I can imagine.
Nine arrive on a date.
He pulled up on us. This is the flex ticket he pulled up on us.
You just say sorry.
Definitely. Why are y'all acting the fool?
Minister.
Which one is that? The Canon?
ESO.
I can't remember which one I bought my But you know, I told you I'm a Nikon girl.
Yes.
I don't know.
You know, the first video we shot Renegade, we did, oh yeah, shot with a Nikon.
Yeah.
I only got the Canon that day because the people pissed me off and I had to get my brother out.
Well, it was for me. It was I bought her when she was 16, turned 16. So I bought her, you know.
Like my brother had my brother had just,
Like he needed.
Don't have video on you good.
I'm about to play the song. But my brother he had a certain amount of time that he had to get home.
Mm-hmm.
Crank it up, Pedro.
Yeah. Yeah, CP3, I love this damn song right here though. I'm trying to see we in Atlanta. I gotta get the mix though.
I still got to get him on a mix on my joint with my boy on that track.
Please don't ever touch my boundaries. I thought that you knew that faking is my energy. Living check after check. I'm trying to get it out of breathe. Gone so hard. These other niggas feeling me. Turn on me once then it's fuck them. That's my street mentality. I'm stacking up these calories. We the same with differences. We call that my analogy. Differences stuck in your ways. That's the reality. Can't work out the deal. You get played, man. That's just how it be. Even when you're fucking these things, they can't be proud of me. Still
I don't know why you put that thing.
For later. Nigga, you know I'm sober, nigga.
For later.
Nigga, you know I'm sober right now, nigga.
Just want to get you this but they only see him happy when they see a nigga go ahead and go forward. What happened to loyalty chasing down this royalty, man? You can have it. Cause what you got, they'll make you real. What you got, they'll make you real. Everything can't stop, cause you never real. No. Probably, honestly, I can't give no fucks. These rap niggas feeling themselves already know what's up. I'm tired of talking and know it's bitches that critics. I'm enough with my man, get it. Right, let me get my favorite nigga, kicking your dog. Even my niggas, favorite niggas, be my bros. Gotta just make them more great, used to be called dogs. Can't switch my things when you see them in the corner. Any bitch get cut up like she really knew it. I have to say it's like I never choose you. Feeling like the dawn of the red future. You know, they don't tell me you're the stop me. You can keep your apologies.
Did I send you the last one? They sent me a notification about. I was like, really? Y'all keep doing it?
Nigga always stick to the basics, nigga.
So tired of Facebook
Everybody's tired of Facebook.
and then random community standards.
Because Facebook, his thing about